is. I'm starting to think we lost Chris. That is a large towel.
It's almost not big enough, Jeff. Oh boy. Whew.
Well, let's talk about the elephant in the room, Chris. What is going on with
Oh, is something happening? Is something going on, Jeff? I'm not sure. What is it? What's happening?
Causing the sweat? For those of you who aren't on top of things. Oh,
we got a bonus bid. Extended bidding will continue, Jeff.
Extended bidding. All right, we get another 5 minutes at least. Give Chris a sweet squeegee. Oh, Forbidden Donut. Thank you. I'll take the young Tom Selleck. I should have worn my Hawaiian shirt. Jay Marble has a question for you, Chris. How does extended bidding work for the Premier auction? Does it keep getting reset for 5 minutes into infinity, or does it shorten?
I'll be honest. I don't know. I've never watched it all the way to the end.
Hey, it's up to 16.5. Look at that bump.
Oh boy. I don't know. I have no answer for you. I'm just excited to watch this. I'm going to try to maintain some level of
That's calmness. A huge bump. That is a huge bump. Somebody's trying to knock it out before the next extended bidding comes in.
All right. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, cheers everyone. Happy Thursday night.
Happy Thursday.
Hi. Oh my God.
It's a lot of Maker's Mark.
Oh, there's a lot of Jack tonight. I'm going this my last full sugar in the house. Oh my God. Plus I had a full espresso. So I'm a little bit wired, Jeff. I'm not going to lie. I've been moving around quite a bit.
Crazy Cryptids. This is Chris's card. Yes.
Yeah. That's one of my twin babies up there. I'll miss him, but life goes on.
You got another. Plus, you'll have a new bathroom. Congrats on PSA 10.
Yeah, might have a new dog hip as well.
That's right.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, Alan Forrest. I enjoy Jim Beam as well. The Dodgers. I've been to a couple Dodger games this year. Jim Beam is their whiskey sponsor, and a Jim Beam and Coke. Whew, that tastes delicious. When that Chavez Ravine sun is hitting you on a Saturday afternoon or a Sunday afternoon.
It can get really hot in there for sure. Hey, welcome back, Ron. Thanks again for sending the card to my son, Huey. He loved getting to open some mail of his own. Oh boy, SFO Sox fan calling a 5-hour stream, Chris.
I will stay here as long as this is on. Oh, Jeff. I will stay here as long as this goes. Jeff might have to go to sleep, or I don't know, his kids might graduate elementary school. I don't know, but I'll be with you guys until it's over, and all my hair might be gray. A lot of it may have fallen out, but a couple more bids on here. And
actually, you're going to be feeling really good. You'll just be enjoying the party. I don't think your hair may turn back to brown, in fact.
Yeah.
The longer you're on here and the higher that goes.
If you see it just start to fill in, Jeff, that would be great. That would be great.
I can see it.
But yeah, I'm pretty happy with this number right now. I'm not going to lie.
That's a great number. Yeah.
But yeah, I put the trivia link in. It's near the top, Jeff. If you want to pin it to the top, in honor of the fact that we're going to be watching this Ohtani as we go, we're going to give away this very nice second-year Ohtani rainbow foil, which came courtesy of our very own Shelly the Turtle.
Look at that beauty. Thank you for that nice donation for trivia. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. Boy, the price that this is going for is well past Chris having to face that Brewer elimination Alonso home run game.
Yeah, Royale Cheese. I appreciate it, but yeah, I'm pretty excited right now.
If it was at 6,000 right now, that might be the case.
Yeah, I honestly, that bottle of Jack would be empty. You would just see me slumped in front of the computer, and Jeff would be on his own for the next 90 minutes.
Well, or somebody in the chat might buy it at that price.
Well, yeah, they'd already have to be pre-approved, though, Jeff. I think it's a little late to. Oh,
what? Oh my goodness! Look at that.
Oh my goodness! It's hot in here, Jeff.
All right, let me get this.
I don't know how long my shorts are going to stay on. I'm just trying to be honest.
Well, don't pan down.
Don't worry. M. Newbert, thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. Yeah, Chris C, just let's not throw words like rich around. Most of this money is pretty much already like pre-spent to our veterinarian. So, but I appreciate it. Thank you.
Chris, can you post the in the chat again, please?
No, the trivia. Yes, you got
trivia
it.
Link, so I can pin it.
Yeah, I'll give you guys a little backstory on this card. So I bought it last November. While I was actually in Rome with my wife.
I remember that.
We're actually having probably honestly like a top 5 trip of our lives. It was incredible. And we were already talking about hopefully going back soon. But there was a negotiation for this that took up some time. And that's not how, I will tell you guys, this is not how your significant other wants to spend their European vacation, is you hunched on your phone talking to someone you've never met about buying a Shohei Ohtani baseball card. But however, in hindsight, Jeff, I think we're at the point now where that time was well spent.
I think even your significant other would agree that it was well spent.
Yes. Oh, and to answer your question, I bought this card for $8,000 American dollars. So I'm pretty happy right now.
You could have traded in just a small bit of your wax collection in order to buy this last time.
Canes Lanch, excellent question. I would say definitely not, but women do hold a grudge. And honestly, I shouldn't say women. Anyone in a long-term relationship, male or female, is able and willing to hold a grudge against their significant other. But I would assume that we're past that point. Hopefully she's walking our dog right now, getting a nervous energy out. Hopefully we'll hear if she's happy or not.
Yeah, it was last fall, you said, right, Chris?
Yeah, it's been 11 months.
Yeah.
Or almost, just about 11 months, yeah.
I believe M. Parsons is drinking. She's toasting in the other room.
Or toasted in the other room, Jeff. Whatever terminology you want
to. I like this, Jen. This sounds like more international trips for M. Parsons. I think that could be arranged, probably.
Jen, I like where your head's at. That's an excellent way of looking at it. This one really paid off nicely, so I see no reason why we don't just keep doing it.
Oh, man, crazy cryptids. I wish this was the case. I wish this was somehow. We'd probably even get like dollar bills worth of money back.
Yeah.
Extended bidding continues if anything on the premier sale gets a bid. Really? So not even this card?
Oh, it all keeps, just as long as one card gets a bid, it keeps going?
That seems absolutely insane, but
it does.
These are waters we don't tread in very often, so I do not know the rules.
No, that would drive me nuts, Jeff. Like if I'm trying to buy a card, if I'm trying to buy this card and someone keeps bidding on that 52 mantle in a PSA 8, which, my God, that is an absolutely gorgeous card. I mean, that's going to go until like 2 o'clock in the morning. I don't know.
My wife still reminds me of the time she didn't see me at the altar waiting for her. And he was there. That sounds like a great story. Rhymes.
Where was she? I have so many questions. Like, where was she looking?
She was looking at the best man, maybe, perhaps.
I have heard stories about women, Jeff, deliberately choosing less attractive bridesmaids. I don't know if that's a thing for guys as well.
Less attractive groomsmen.
Yeah.
Ron, I think that's perfectly acceptable to go to a card shop celebrating your 30-year anniversary.
Yep.
Sounds like go to a great evening dinner.
I think so. I would there's a limited amount of time you can spend there. Like you're not there for 2+ hours. No more than I think an hour max, like 59 minutes is probably. Otherwise, you're pushing it. You're pushing it.
Was she at the wrong church? Kevin Morales wants to know. All right, Chris. 7 has a question here for you. What was your honest prediction on what this would sell for or will sell for?
I was hoping it would cross 20K, honestly. So I am absolutely thrilled right now. I don't know. The only public sale, as Jeff knows, was a PSA 9 that sold for $12,400 on eBay about 2 months ago. That's it in terms of
which that in itself was a huge bump from any previous private or public sales.
Oh yeah, about 2 years ago, an SGC 10 of that shimmer Burbank sold it for $4K on eBay. But I mean, so that's it. This card's never been up for bids since the release, as far as I know. So
some
where could it go?
Info. Zuckerman sold his Shimmer Auto to the person who sold you this card. He had this card and wanted to upgrade. Even though I don't know, I might be biased, but I like this better than the Shimmer. I told him to sell the specific card to you because of how much you wanted to own it.
Well, you are one of my best friends, for sure. Yeah, I've taught that guy is really great. He held the Shimmer for a while. I know he has since moved it. That Shimmer has been a rocket ship to the moon, basically. So yeah, I don't know. My honest guess at this point, if no one bids anymore, I wouldn't be surprised. If it goes up another 10, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, there are people that want a copy of this. This might be their last chance for the next couple of years to get one. So I don't know. Yeah. Jeff and I have been in this position for cheaper cards, Jeff. I mean, we know we may never get it again. We've overpaid.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
And it's hard to know on a card like this what overpaying would be. But Texas, this is exactly why Chris decided to put it up there. And Chris C also says timing the auction well. That's part of it. If you have a card you really love, but you feel like there's some real life exchanges you could have, trying to time it is the thing to do.
Whoever said that about the auction might be right, Jeff, because it just went back up to 5 minutes.
This is right, royally cheesed. And the only reason Chris is letting this go, we'll have to remind you, is that he may know of other locations of cards.
Yeah, I am fortunate enough to have stumbled onto a second copy of this that I actually, thanks to our very own, again, Shelly the Turtle, an extremely generous young man. I'm going to stop sharing for just a split second. I want to show you guys. Last week, we talked about the 2022 Bowman Heritage set, Jeff.
Yeah.
And the image variations. And you know what showed up at my house today or yesterday morning was, look at this.
Oh, yeah. Look at that beauty.
That's such an awesome card. What a great image.
I can't remember. Somebody else posted the Altuve from that set today.
Yes. Oh, I have that one queued up and ready to go. But yeah, right. So Shelly, if you're with us here tonight, thank you very much again for sending this. I love this card. Acuna looks locked in like he's waiting to go to battle. Very
I don't
cool.
know if you saw it, Chris, but Curator definitely confirmed because he bought a 48 Bowman auto of Johnny Mize and had to wait till the wee hours. So yeah, right. It's people might be taking you up on that 5-hour stream.
You know, we'll have chicken chunks ready to go in a couple hours, Jeff. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Okay. Mike Giblin.
That's what I was just putting up.
Yeah. Jeff and I actually talked about this. And I think at some point, Jeff was just sick and tired of me asking the same question over and over again. But you don't know what can happen in the postseason. And sometimes I think the anticipation of the postseason can be even stronger than the actual performance outside of what Freeman did last year.
Yeah, we've seen that a lot. I mean, even with guys like Bryce Harper, who has huge postseasons, there's a big run up. And then after that happens, you're getting dangerously close into the dead baseball market right after that, when attention goes to basketball and football. So I think this was a perfect time, especially after his most recent performances on the mound. He's just been great. So yeah, I think you timed it exactly right.
He homered today. That's got to be a good sign, Jeff. He homered on like a changeup that was down. He one-handed it into a swimming pool in Arizona. That was incredible.
Angel Hernandez riding with you.
I might need a ride after this. I don't know if I'm going to be able to walk back to the house.
Canes Lance says he's got a fanatical Acuna, but he's waiting on a card that he's getting for me to get to him in order to send it. That's very kind of you, Canes Lance.
Yeah,
Thank you.
We've said it before. We've got some of the best viewers in the world, Jeff, that just keep sending us great stuff.
Yeah, and even my son now. So thank you again to the viewers.
I'm gonna have to make up maybe I'll start telling people that Jelly has a collection.
Well, she's got her own Instagram. So if you're not following Jelly is it Jelly from Cali?
Jelly from Cali, yeah.
Yeah.
My wife is working on her photoshopping skills, which she has fine-tuned for our thumbnails, but she's been putting Jelly into movie posters, and I think she's getting really, really good at it. Actually, the Alien one so far is the best one.
This is another thing that's been discussed a lot. I mean, once Chris decided to part with this, he knew that he probably would never get another copy again, and that's just part of the bargain.
Blake, let's hush on this.
Lucky we're like a small public access channel.
What are the odds, Jeff? Michigan Cards and Graphs. You're damn right. Oh, I think. Sorry. Yes. Jelly has a favorite player. Anyone named after a candy,
you know, lying around. Chris, a shout out for your vintage versus modern debate. Joey K says he loves them both. If you're wondering what Joey's talking about, Chris and Filmington went head to head on the most recent Spitballing Cards video. Chris gave the modern side of things, and Phil gave the vintage side. Chris did have a couple nice points to get into Phil's grill a little bit, but it's a great discussion of both sides. So check it out if you haven't.
Yeah, I got him on the images one. I mean, it's just there's so much like the way
the Henderson discussion of the Henderson was great, and Ohtani that he picked up, of course.
Yes, I want to throw this out there while we were talking about this set. Just one more, the Astros cards 86. Altuve, Jeff pointed out last week, they're all sort of cropped the same way.
Yeah,
which just makes them very interesting. And I look forward to Gigi's cards with Gregory finishing his set, so he can post a video of it all on a binder, and we can enjoy looking at that.
Yes, that would be great.
Jeff, I saw a question.
Go ahead.
Jeff, I saw a question from Cardboard Showcase. Could you grab that? Because I wanted to pull up his post from today.
I'm working my way down past 30K and Chris shotguns a beer from Doc's Cards.
Done. Absolutely.
Leader wants to know if anybody's bidding on this. Angel Hernandez wants to know who M. Parsons likes. Chris Taylor. She's got a Chris Taylor PC, I believe.
M. Parsons, honestly, like I've given her a couple of cards over the years. And I think I've given her 3, Jeff, that she actually legitimately likes. One is from the 1991 Pro Line football set, and it's a Mr. Rogers card. The other one is an oversized mascot card of Gritty, the Flyers mascot. And the third I got from our good friend Ginterwood Minis on Instagram is an auto of Misty May Trainer, which is her favorite volleyball player. And I think it was in like a leaf. I want to say it was Upper Deck. I think it's an Upper Deck set, but it's a pretty cool card.
Married to a baseball player.
Yeah.
Auction in July 2023. July 2023. That's quite a return from that auction. So Cardboard Showcase has a question. What was the reason to sell on Fanatics as opposed to any other sales channel? This is a good question. We dipped our toes into the Fanatics waters in the weekly auction with a couple cards we put up. Sadly, those got 0 action in extended bidding, but that was our first foray into the Fanatics. So, Chris, why did you go with Fanatics?
So Cardboard Showcase, we Jeff and I also talked about this a lot. And again, I appreciate Jeff being willing to just listen to my ramblings. I guess you guys are doing the same thing. But eBay I thought about doing like a consignment on eBay, but Fanatics has been getting absolutely insane prices on some Ohtani stuff, including one that we talked about on Spitball and that ridiculous Bowman anime Ohtani where his name was just written in kanji. It wasn't signed. And it was like, I think numbered out of 10 or limited to 10. And it got like $40,000, Jeff. So it just seems like a lot of big money collectors are being funneled to Fanatics. And maybe they just feel safer buying from them because
not to poo-poo this card in any way, but when you first click on the premier auction, there are multiple cards in the high 6 figures. I don't know what that mantle's at, but it was at 800,000 last I saw it. So they're getting a lot of big bidders in here. So a lot of big money eyeballs on here. And for somebody who's spending almost $1 million on that Mickey mantle, they might look at this Ohtani and say, what's another 20,000? So I think it was a good move.
Yeah, I like that you have to apply. You can see that link there, apply to bid. So they vet their buyers. So there's no shill bidding with these. Like if you win it, you're going to pay. You're going to get paid out. Yeah. But yeah, these are some of the cards at the top. That Messi in a PSA 10 and the mantle in a PSA 8. I was watching the Real 27 guy, and I forget who he's doing, but they do like a live. Probably. Yeah, as this auction is going, they'll do an extended bidding live. And they both assume those 2 cards are going to go over $1 million. Fanatics.
So I believe that's going on right now. So thanks to those of you who have flipped over to us from there.
Yeah,
watching Chris sweat in real time.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know, and like I said, they seem to have some really really high end cards, and they've got good buyers, and that's just the process was very smooth. They send me a like a FedEx label. So they covered the shipping, the overnight shipping and insurance.
Right.
So
For people worried about shipping, which is a legitimate worry these days with all the packages that have been lost and stolen, that's a huge boost of it.
Yes.
Doc, if only this were true. Chris, can you go back to the cardboard showcase card you were showing?
Yes.
I
Absolutely.
think Joey was commenting about that. Just an amazing card.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. So Ohtani has 2 second-year heritage images with autos. This is the rarer one, only numbered to 25.
which is really rare when you see a red ink, because red ink you assume is numbered to, well, whatever the
it's like 60
year
something.
happens to be.
Yeah.
60, 74 or something this year. But so it's only out of 25, but it's got the big old trophy on there. As Joey said, the borders look great on this. Mike, if you're still here, are you planning on getting this graded? I didn't see what he was, or if he's just going to leave it.
Yeah, it's just, this is really cool. It looks pretty well centered for 2019, I think this is. And also, I just want to say congratulations, Mike, because Jeff and I, we see this guy about twice a year at the big shows, and I know he's been looking for this card for a long time. So it's really fun to see one of our hobby buddies nail his Grail card, or a whale that he's been looking for. So congrats.
Yeah, M. Newbert kind of saying what a lot of us are always saying. Cardboard Showcase, once again, sharing something I didn't even know existed. Yeah, and this is great. I love the red ink. The image is very cool. Yeah, just everything about it.
And Forbidden Donut, I do see you. I see your Simpsons quotes, and they are all great. Homer sneezes, and this is going to cost me from the Toaster Time Machine. Treehouse of Horror. Please keep them coming. It's helping me relax.
Keep us posted on how this turns out. It looks great. Love to hear how the back is. I know the back on some of these can be a rough spot, but it looks beautiful. So congratulations.
Jeff, this is kind of
saying, calm down talking about the second year stuff. Yeah, I mean, that's starting to get out of reach too.
I mean, the guy just doesn't stop doing incredible things, Jeff.
Yeah.
So let's just take a quick gander here. Here's a blue BGS 9.5 rookie auto. You can tell the centering. I don't know. You have to assume, I would think, Jeff, that they tried to cross this.
They've got to. Yeah.
They must have. But yeah, this is sitting at a cool, clear 50 grand. Beautiful. I mean, look at that signature, Jeff.
Yeah. The blue with the blue border. Higher side of life. Yeah, that's the downside of grading. They're going to charge the hell out of you, but man, it's going to be nice to see in the red ink in that red case.
Yeah. Good.
Yankees Collector said we cost them a couple grand getting them into Dynasty with all our talk about it. Well, between Chris and I, we have, I think, one Dynasty card, maybe.
You have the only Dynasty card between us.
Yeah. But anyways, I hope you used our eBay affiliate link, which if you haven't and you're still looking to buy, I just put it in the chat. Please click that. It helps us get some money back. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to need some bourbon funds, although it seems a little inappropriate to ask for eBay kickbacks at the exact moment.
Do they vet the card they put up? I was thinking of auctioning my shoeless Joe Jackson first Bowman to 5.
Yes, they if you send in a raw card, I believe they're currently using CGC. Is that right, Jeff, to authenticate all the raw cards?
I think that's still right. But they have to think that it's going to get $10,000, Chris, right? For Premier?
For Premier, yes. You have to be able to.
The auctions you can send in, and they don't have to get that, but they have to assess it, I guess you might say. And every Premier, there's a few that you see at the end of the auction that end up below that, but they have to assess that.
Yeah, I hate to say it, but yeah, you probably have to find some kind of comp or something.
Thanks for the shout out on my Vlad Dynasty. Phil and Scotty B have a couple beautiful Ohtani dynasties. I can't imagine what those would get on the open market now.
Phil's especially with that hitting image on it.
Yeah.
That's something special. Forbidden Donut, I'm taking a break from all those beautiful Simpsons quotes we're getting. This is a great question. There are a couple vintage cards Jeff and I are somewhat interested in. When this Ohtani auction is over, I'll have a conversation with the missus. And maybe I would guess. Actually, I will show you guys something pretty interesting on eBay right now that caught my eye today.
for all the wrong reasons, perhaps, or not. I don't know.
It's a card I would love to own, Jeff, but this particular listing is full of more red flags than your average Midwestern grinder profile.
Canes Lance, shoot Chris a message on Instagram too, because he has a contact there that he's worked with that you could put you in touch with. Maybe that would help out.
Yeah, curator. That's exactly. Hank Aaron auto is high on my list. So this would be, if I could find a copy of this card, this World Series batting foes, that's a dual auto, I would be all over it. I don't even care what the condition is. I want the autos to look good. But this particular card, Jeff, should we play spot the red flags?
The fact that it's not authenticated is the first red flag. Who would have a card like this? Not having a card grade is fine, although look at how sharp those corners are. It's almost beyond belief, and the color. Yeah,
I'm going to call that a second red flag right there, that this card looks like it could very well be fake to begin with.
Yeah. So somebody's going to probably take a chance on this. I see it's at a paltry $55 already.
Yeah, I want to just show you guys a couple other red flags. Let me see if I can. I just want to make the screen bigger so you guys can see what I am looking at here. Here we go. There we go. All right. The username here on eBay, Jeff, looks like a password that your iPhone would generate.
Yes. Yep.
They're sitting on a 12 feedback.
12 feedback.
Yeah. So those are two more red flags. Yeah. I don't know.
Thick Boy says Midwest grinder profile. Was that a shot at my mustache?
Listen, if you take offense to that, that's on you. That wasn't directed at anyone in particular. Just casting a wide net there.
There's a lot of red flags on this. Yeah, too many. But this is the card that Chris has talked about. They have a beautiful unsigned copy of this over at Burbank, which I saw the other day. This would be great. We've talked about a Hank Aaron rookie auto. And in fact, it's kind of sad to think about. But when I first got back into the hobby prior to the COVID bump, and then everything went crazy, I made a list of cards that I would like to get. And I was in the process of deciding which ridiculously priced Giannis cards I could sell to get a Jordan rookie and get a 52 mantle. And looking back, it wouldn't have taken much. But before I could do that, the market kind of came crashing down on that. So I did briefly consider moving into some of those vintage cards that I've always only seen, but always wanted, but didn't pull the trigger. And now there's the market for the cards I have went like this, and the market for the cards I want way up.
Yeah, Doc's cards. That's maybe a better reference than what I was trying to work with. The other reason I really like this card, besides of course the fact that it's the two of the most famous, greatest baseball players ever. This card, and I have a copy of this card. It's in terrible condition, but it's one of the very, very first cards my parents ever bought me at a baseball card shop. So I feel like I would love to get a better version of it now that I'm an adult, a somewhat functioning adult.
It does look like the card is just sitting on some carpet there.
It does. Perhaps that's another.
Curator says extended bidding has officially moved to the 2-minute portion for any bid. Okay, so it'll still keep going.
Yeah. Whew. Oh boy, I gotta get some fresh ice in the old cocktail.
Text Stranger, sounds like my issue. I sent cards to Fanatics and they just sent it back. You mean you didn't meet what they thought the minimum would be? Because they'll take it for the weekly auction with no qualms about value.
Whew. Yeah, they put there's a lot of really interesting low end stuff that shows up in that. There we go, SFO. Thanks, buddy. There's a lot of interesting low end stuff that shows up in some of the weekly auctions. All right, Forbidden Donut throwing a number out there. That sounds great to me.
That'd be nice.
We'll be very excited. All right, I assume that countdown is just going to keep going. Jeff, let me grab another Instagram card because I want to talk about this really quick.
Great. Yes, basketball season is coming. You're right, Rhymes. It is coming, but the basketball market isn't what it used to be. But yeah, talk about these. Okay, so we talked about this on our last spitballing video. These come courtesy of Celeste's dad, whose name I don't know, Jeff, and I feel like I should know it at this point. I feel like I should know it.
We know Celeste. She's our biggest, our best fan. No offense to the rest of you. She's just better than you, and that's all there is to it. These two Joe DiMaggio Pinnacle autos were courtesy of her father, posted to our Patreon, and these are awesome. I do remember these like special boxes of Pinnacle. There was like a Joe DiMaggio set, and the autos were pretty rare inside there. But that's just these cards. Like the shape of them is different. There's really cool action shots, and those autos. DiMaggio had such a consistent auto. Jeff Chuck, his name is Chuck. Thank you, Jen.
So I don't remember this. This was right after basically I left the hobby. Now, did they come as box toppers, or how did they come? Because they seem to be a different shape than would fit in a pack.
They were not in regular packs. They weren't in like your basic hobby box. They were there was like a special Joe DiMaggio Pinnacle set that they released. And then within that, there were random autos.
I see. Okay. So it's from its own set.
Yes.
Like a good version of the Pete Rose set that came out recently.
Correct.
Scotty wants to know if you can zoom in at all. I guess he wants to check out some of the details.
I can give it a shot. Let me just show you real quick. So this is what the packaging looked like. You would buy the 30 card exclusive set, and it would come in this box. They printed a mere 200,000, Jeff. That's how you know it's rare.
Wow, that sounds like the Chipper Jones draft pick,
right? Yeah, that draft pick set, right? Yeah. But yeah, and then I guess some of these would have autos. I don't know how else to really say it. All right, let me hop over here.
Mookie's asking for an enhancement.
Yep, I'm getting there. Enhance.
If Frank Thomas is around, he could help with that.
All right, so we'll come back. So here are 2 of the 5. I zoomed in as best we can. Does that look better?
Yes, that's great.
Okay. Yeah, and he didn't post the back, but I mean, you can see that the one on the left is from spring 1936. The one on the right says opening day 1948. But I wanted to repost these, Jeff, because what is that god awful? There's like a really terrible sort of saying, and poor Liam Neeson was forced to repeat it in The Phantom Menace. Do you remember what that saying is, Jeff?
Everything he said kind of falls into that category.
That's fair. The one I'm thinking of is there's always a bigger fish.
Okay. Yeah.
Because over on Instagram, 9 hours ago, as a matter of fact, KC Cards IG went ahead and one-upped our good friend Chuck.
Oh,
and he posted the entire set.
Yeah. So what is it? A set of 5, and then he showed one of the backs here?
Yes, I believe so. Yeah. And then he was kind enough. I really appreciated this post that he put up there, because I was trying to remember exactly like how this packaging worked. And he actually explained it right here. So Joe DiMaggio signed 9,000 of these cards, which feels like a lot, but that's probably about how many, Nick Kurtz autos are in Topps Chrome already.
Right. In retrospect, that's not that many.
Yeah. And so what he says here is that Pinnacle actually marked the box sets that contained an autograph with a gold sticker on the front that clearly stated the autograph was enclosed, which is a really weird way of doing things. And he was able to acquire a sealed case of 5 boxes, all boxes in that case had an auto. And I guess, that was, I don't know, known beforehand. Beats me, but these are awesome to see all 5 of these together. Chuck, no offense, your 2 are fantastic. Probably 2 more than Jeff or I will ever own, but seeing all 5 is pretty cool.
Yeah, the whole story is great. I love how they look. They look vintage yet modern. They got the nice big bold signature on there. That's really cool.
I like the shape. I like that the shape is different too.
Mm-hmm.
All right. This auction just keeps resetting, so that's good to see. All right, we'll throw this back up there so we can take a look. Whew. Yeah, I'm wondering, Jeff, how many resets before we just assume this is where we are? I don't know.
I don't know. I kind of feel like this is probably where it's going to be, which is great.
So.
I mean, that's I don't know the strategy of waiting even longer to bid, because if you really wanted this, isn't there a good chance you would miss it if you haven't bid already?
Yeah, I mean, I guess the concern would be that if you don't bid, and are you just assuming that someone's going to bid on something?
You have to be.
But
Yeah.
at some point, they're not. And
you're taking that chance.
Yeah. It's probably early enough that you can take that. J Marble, yeah. So, yes, there is a 20% buyer's premium on this. So
we're looking at about a $25K payout for them, for the person buying it. Yeah.
Yes.
A lot of home runs this week, Joey K. You're right. A lot of big numbers that people are putting up. The season's coming down to it. Cal versus Aaron Judge is a legitimate conversation going on.
It absolutely is. I just want to give a quick shout out to Yankees Collector here. Grab the wrong one. There we go. Yes. Yeah, absolutely. A little Rochester celebration. Definitely in order. Oh, I don't know how much Jenny Light I can put down anymore. That's like I think every college had like their crappy beer that was nearby. Rochester, we had like Jenny Light, or it was named after a river, and it tastes like it just came out of the river.
Yeah, it sounds like
it was pretty brutal, but it was like 30 cents a can.
Yeah, sounds like a Milwaukee's best. Curator says, check out the bids in the bottom left. What'll happen is when people fall off another Ohtani, they might move to this card possibly. So
okay.
I see. That makes sense to me. Whether it happens or not, I don't know. The beast.
Yeah. Hey, there you go. Yeah, that's not easy to drink by any means. Oh, Mad City Brew, like in PBR. I can drink almost any hard liquor, but PBR, man, it's got to be real cold for me to keep that down, Jeff. Otherwise, it tends to just kind of make a U-turn and come running right back up.
Yeah. Pabst Blue Ribbon. Blake, the right thing. Well, I really wanted the Brewers to get to 100 wins. Now, that's not going to happen. Should they let the Reds get in the playoffs?
I don't think so. No. I mean, the Brewers, obviously they shouldn't push anyone, but they also have like 5 days of rest. So it's not like their pitchers. The only pitcher that's going to need more rest is Woodruff, who always needs more rest.
Sadly. So I think they're still going to play hard. They've shown that they have been playing hard all the way through this, even after they clinched a spot. So
it's hard. It's hard to take your foot off the gas, Jeff, and then put it back down.
Thick boy. I've got to get my wallet out that's chained to my pants and buy some PBR. You're right. Oh, Lindor went 30-30. Another 30-30. I'm trying to remember if there were other 30-30 teammates. Did Strawberry ever get to 30-30 when Hojo did?
That's a good question. I don't know. It sounds like a great trivia question. For a later edition.
Yeah, good one.
I do want to say to Los Bravos here, it mentions Cost Cutter. One of my older brothers has talked about this beer. I'm not young, but I have two older brothers and an older sister. And yeah, there's definitely some talk about him. I've heard this beer name and I've heard him talk about like a dime a can or something. But he has a little bit of brain damage now, and I feel like there's almost certainly a correlation there.
A correlation between it, yeah. Sounds like Falstaff beer.
Yep.
The Tigers won actually today. I haven't checked on our friend Teapot, but I'm sure he's celebrating wildly that they won. This is coming right down to it.
It is for certain teams. It's crazy. The schedule. Thanks, again, listen. Obviously I'm no Yankee fan, but their last 10 games are Orioles, White Sox, Orioles. I mean, they should go 10-0 if they rest all their players. Toronto and Boston were playing today. And now I think Boston the Boston, it doesn't matter, but Toronto, I think, has a decent team they're going to deal with over the weekend. All they had to do was go 4-2 and they dropped their first two against the Red Sox. So things are getting tight in Toronto for sure.
I would love nothing better than to see Soto. He should just run wildly to try to get to that 40-40. I was talking to Chris. I mean, has there been a more unlikely 30-30 guy ever? Not to mention he's 40-30, and now how many steals does he have? Does he have 35 or is he up to 36, Mookie?
I couldn't tell you.
I
don't know. M. Parsons suggests that Teapot may celebrate this unexpected Tiger victory with perhaps an expanding
maybe number 6
cupboard of children.
Austin Jackson, thanks for joining us. Former center fielder for the Tigers. Tigers making me want to puke right now. That downfall is concerning. Yes, I would say concerning is a good way to look at it. glad to hear that David Fry is going to be okay. Speaking of concerning, after that headshot he took, that was rough.
Yeah, I've said before, I really feel like the Tigers front office or ownership, I don't know who made the call to not add at the trade deadline, but that was a horrific mistake. Like, they could not look at that roster, Jeff, and think that that level of production was going to maintain itself. Javi Baez was an all-star, and if anyone in that front office was like, well, we've got Javi Baez with all-star level production, that's going to continue for 160 games, that person should be fired immediately.
I mean, that kudos to the Detroit Tiger fans who got the voting out in the first half, but there's just to think that some of those guys like Baez could put together a full all-star season is a little absurd.
Yeah, I think what we're seeing is a hard regression to the mean across the board in that Tigers clubhouse. Like, it's very hard and everyone at the exact same time. And it's unfortunate, but I also, honestly, I feel like it was predictable. I hope Teapot's not watching because I don't want to upset him, but like, they just had to add Jeff. They had to go do something to fortify that roster, and they just didn't do it. Kyle Finnegan was not the missing piece.
Hey, what about Brendan Finnegan? Brandon Finnegan.
Yeah, whatever the hell I called him before.
Mookie, this is absolutely right. If you've seen Soto steal bases, he's stealing them all on the pitcher. He's a really good base runner. And a lot of people are saying the stolen bases are up. We're getting more 30-30 guys because it's easier to steal bases. That may be true, but there's no way that Soto should be stealing as many or more bases than a guy like Bobby Witt. It's crazy. So kudos to Soto for being a great base runner, even though he's not fast.
Yeah. I mean, he's just really smart. Like, he's really smart. And he knows he's obviously he's a great hitter. He can sense what pitches are coming and whatever the count is. And we see him go when here comes a curveball in the dirt, and he just jogs into second base. What was that? Battery Carlisle wrote, I appreciate your delusional optimism. It's a good way to get through the last weekend of the season. But
As somebody mentioned Churio, I think he's got 20 home runs. He needs a stolen base.
Yes.
To get to that 2020 again, which I hope he can do.
Yeah, I don't know if he needs one of one. I don't know which one it is, but he's like 2019, but I don't know which one is.
Yeah, he needs the stolen base. So I like his chances. Did you see him steal that home run, Chris?
Yes. That was awesome.
Bogarts, that's great. So I love to see him playing some defense out there.
Joey K says, "What's Soto's next team?" I think we might know. Oh,
Scotty, PCA, talk about a drop off.
Oh yeah.
We talked about this a little bit on Spitballing recently, and just from the week following the All-Star game till now, he's just been absolutely abysmal. He should have easily had 40-40, you're right, but he's been playing great on defense, so his WAR is still pretty good.
So you've heard the phrase we've all heard the phrase like canary in a coal mine. Yeah. So I'm watching this Messi card, and I read a couple articles about this card up for bids, and the general consensus was it should. Everyone was expecting this to go over $1 million. Now that's not including the buyer's premium, was what I read.
Okay.
So I feel like as long as this thing is sitting at $800,000, that's so much money, Jeff.
But that's been sitting there.
It's been sitting there. So
I think it was that before it closed.
Yeah. So I'm very curious what we might see here. Maybe this might be the card that is the last one bid on. Maybe, I don't know. It's just kind of fun to watch. Like, I've never really experienced paying attention to this auction before because.
Yeah, that's it. I've never seen a place with extended bidding like this where it all goes. So that's.
Yep. Yeah. Ryan, Captain R here. Yes. I saw, if you did not see the catch that Pete Crow Armstrong made tonight, it was insane. Like, I think he covered like 110 feet. And then he was like a backhand diving catch. Absolutely crazy. I think it was off of Soto too. Very, very cool. And Curator, co-MVPs are so difficult. Like, the math just has to work out.
It's virtually impossible now with how many voters there are and the voting scale.
That 79 vote is really, really interesting because Keith Hernandez, I think, had near 3 times the WAR that Willie Stargell had.
It was more than double.
Yeah.
It was more than double. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Joey K. So this is, sorry, Jeff. Go ahead.
Fanatics and Golden do the same thing. Okay, well, that's good to know. So high end. That's a high end thing. And
I mean, I
alt.
think it's smart in a way. Like when eBay announced they were going to do something like this, they were going to start going to extended bidding. We weren't really sure how it would work out exactly. It seems like this is how you get the most money out of potential buyers. Is you just have to make, it's got to be like a battle of attrition, as opposed to just take one number and throw it up there. Because how many times have we bid on a card, lost, and then been like, oh man, if we could have bid again, I would have put another $30 in there. And
that happened to me last week on an eBay auction. I think the way eBay is going to go is toward the Fanatics weekly style, where it's a card by card basis, which makes sense as well.
Yeah, obviously that. Yes, the entirety of the eBay site.
Ryan, we talked about this with our resident Yankee fan friend, Short Print Today, and that's exactly what I said. I mean, Mantle was clearly more valuable than Maris. Maris played more games, but that was about the only statistic he was ahead in, or the only meaningful one besides home runs. It was just that the mythic number that he put up, that's what got him. And he won 202 points to 198, Chris. So very closely.
Real close. But yeah, I mean, back then, I don't think writers are really looking at on-base percentage. I think they were just, or WAR. WAR didn't exist. They were like, oh my God, this guy hit 61 home runs. He's the MVP.
But even batting average, Mantle was great. I don't remember what he hit, but 320 versus 260. But yeah, I was saying if Raleigh does get that American League record, then we could see something like that.
Yeah, J Marble, correct on two fronts. One, Michael Harris is also one home run away from a 2020 season, and I almost feel like it's been a 2020 2 months. After what he did for the first 3.5 months.
Once I dropped him from all my fantasy teams, I think he's got 2020.
Yeah,
so Cal Raleigh would be the Maris in this scenario, and Judge, who's ahead in most other categories except games played and home runs, would be Mantle in this scenario.
I mean, I have to say there's a slight difference in that Cal Raleigh is a catcher. I mean, that's just insane.
Well, that's what's giving him that WAR bump, that he's even close in the same ballpark as Judge.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, give me a second. Yeah, if you guys, J Marble also pointing out, if you guys did not see a Red Sox right fielder throwing out Kirk at first base on what should have been a single to end that game. That is a rough way.
Laser. He hit that so hard. It was in his glove before he got out of the box. I can't blame him too much for that.
I know.
I mean, they were down 7-1.
Yeah. I mean, but still, that's a tough way to lose. That's a tough way to lose. Jeff and I have seen some softball players get thrown out at first base from left field, and that's a little dicey.
With 60-foot bases. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Chris, you are right. That is one of the voters. That's definitely oh my God. My leg just cramped. I think the stress of
leg day. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And nothing like a little whiskey to help the muscles
leg
recover,
day,
right?
Whiskey and a little sweat over this auction.
Yep. I got my protein whiskey, so it's fine. But yeah, that one's nuts. Albert Bell was by far the best hitter like in all of baseball in 1995, and voters just hated him, and they wouldn't give him the award. I think Bonds probably dealt with that a bit himself.
Yes, he did, or he might have even more.
Yeah, Jeff Kent did not deserve the one that he got. No offense to any Jeff Kent fans who might be with us here. All right, so it's 7:51, Jeff. Amazingly, despite our incoherent ramblings, there's a pretty good number of people in the trivia page. So let me just throw that link in there again. Again, we're playing for a Shohei Ohtani second-year rainbow foil, courtesy of Shelly the Turtle.
Thank you, Shelly. That's beautiful.
Very cool prize. Did you get your pickups in, Jeff?
Oh,
you were expecting something? No? Oh, all right.
Sadly, no. I made a couple PC pickups. I told Chris, I didn't tell him what they were, but I made a couple Facebook buys. I saw somebody asking in the chat if we use auctions a lot. We occasionally do, but a lot of our buys seem to be found with either people telling us cards are available. We'll find a random buy it now on eBay. I bought cards this week from Burbank from the shop, and some Facebook pickups. So
Doc's card. I just want to say Doc's cards. I'm not going to share that comment because that might be a bit of a cheat code for the trivia that's about to start.
Oh, there. I believe that was the cheat code.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. Yes, giving you guys a break. I believe Chris wiped our scores. Did all right on this one. I got to say, was pretty happy with my performance on this one. There was one that I forgot to ask Chris about. I'll have to ask him about after we do the trivia, but just missed it.
That means that Jeff is probably right and I was probably wrong. So you're dealing with a trivia question with a wrong answer as correct.
No,
so
I don't think that's the case.
I'll apologize up front on that. There are 2 more Simpsons questions about the softball episode. So if you guys watch that again, or if you remember it, these are a little tougher than last week. And if you didn't watch in
the next 10 seconds, you'll be great.
Yeah, these are a little tougher than last week, but still, I think very, 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 pretty easy.
Amori Smith, no, he doesn't. No way Schwarber gets it.
No, Schwarber, if he hits 60, like he doesn't play the field. So they're basically on they're on an even playing field in terms of offense. A couple home runs here or there aren't going to tip the scales. I think Schwarber's up 2 now, 56, 54.
Yes.
But Ohtani's got like 50 innings pitched. So there's just no way.
Yeah.
It's almost impossible for Schwarber to make that up. If the Mets had gone on a run, you could make a case for Soto, but I don't think there's anyone else. Like there just isn't.
Nope. It's Ohtani's. It's Ohtani's this year.
Yep.
So we're still sitting at 20.5K, which is an amazing percentage return in less than 1 year.
I'm very excited. My take on this would be that the number you see plus 10%, which is awesome. We'll pay for Jelly's hip surgery. And, who knows what else, Jeff?
Yeah.
Maybe some renovations.
Yeah.
Or maybe a fake vintage auto.
Yeah. Fake vintage Mantle Aaron auto. Perfect.
Yeah, there we go. But we'll see.
Ryan Brody throwing smoke. 2.87 ERA in 40 innings. Him or Billy Wagner to close out a game. Who you picking?
Ohtani all day.
Yeah.
Ohtani saved what was to him maybe the most important game of his life.
Absolutely. Against who was maybe the best hitter he could have faced.
Yeah. Where Billy Wagner's postseason ERA was like 11.
Yeah.
But anyway. Yeah, SFO right there with you. That was terrible. Pedro was by far and away the most valuable player in all of baseball that year. Yeah, Newber. Yeah, well. Yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll find out officially next week.
I like this idea. Some World Series tickets, or maybe means conference finals, NLCS style.
Maybe Jeff can get a daytime NLDS ticket in an upper deck out of me. We'll see.
I'll take that. Was this Shohei a redemption, respected Leaf?
No, they were live. There is actually on YouTube, you can see one being pulled. Don't ask me for the link. Someone sent me the link a few months ago of their copy actually getting pulled, which is very fun to see. Maybe if you could find like a 2020 Stadium Club case break or Stadium Club Chrome case break, a lot of C's in there, Jeff.
Yeah.
You might be able to find it. It was pretty fun to watch. He still has his copy and it's not going anywhere. But yeah, thankfully not a redemption. So whatever copies, all copies that exist are been printed, I guess. Some of them might be in sealed boxes. If there are any sealed boxes left. Yeah. Not a lot of this wax out there anymore.
Good luck finding the wax.
Yeah, we can blame Filmington and Mark Coral for ripping pretty much every box they get their hands on.
And us probably, yeah.
Yeah, respectively, if there may be some and some sealed stuff, but I mean, if you look on eBay, like there's very little available, and the price of it has absolutely skyrocketed.
That's
probably
ridiculous.
Largely due to this card.
Yeah,
certainly not due to the rookie class of Yordan Alvarez, Luis Robert. Bobichette finally had a decent year.
Yeah. Maybe.
Sean
he
Murphy
could have had a great year if he had stayed healthy. He could have led the league in hits again.
Yeah. Maybe he can play in October at least.
Yeah. All right, let's do this trivia.
All right, yeah, let's get this done. Oh, hello. We got a pretty good turnout in there already.
All right. Yep. Let's go. Everybody wants the little piece of that Ohtani from Shelly the Turtle.
Right.
Oh, Blake's got a collection of Stadium Club Chrome sealed wax. Well, you know where to find us if you want to sell any.
Wait, where is this? It's doing wonders. Whoa! Oh, Blake, you got to send us a picture on Instagram. I want to see if you have a sealed case or how many boxes. Yeah, please send us a picture. I love looking at it. Actually, I have a... No, that's 2021. There's my 2020 box. Oh. probably the. It's crazy that they put Cody Bellinger on the box, but I guess he was coming off an MVP, wasn't he, Jeff?
He was. Yeah.
Oh, the sweet, beautiful sounds of a Midwesterner cracking open a beer on a Thursday night.
I'm ready to read some trivia questions.
Yep. Keep that mouth. Keep that. You know what? I'm not even going to say it. I was about to say keep your throat lubricated. And now I just did. There's a sound bite for everybody. Respectively, yes, Bichette was a redemption. And I think Jordan was a redemption as well. Because back in 2020, I bought someone's redemption card of Jordan. So that's two of the big rookies right there. I think Harper was live. Ohtani's live. The Soto shuffle was live. And the Acuna autos were live. Which honestly, those four are better than any of the rookies right now anyway.
For sure. By a mile.
LKS is probably right about the cork bat incident. Though it created a fantastic story, it probably did not help him garner MVP votes.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, here we go. Oh, we got a really good turnout. Who's ready? Jeff, are we ready?
Let's do it.
All right, I think I gave people enough time to rewatch that episode of The Simpsons. Here we go. Countdown will start in 3, 2, rock and roll.
Here we go. Who is the MLB all-time strikeout leader? Randy Johnson, Steve Carlton, Nolan Ryan, or Roger Clemens? A lot of strikeouts on that list.
Yeah, we're starting off with a little soft toss, if you will.
Get everybody loosened up for this. Yep. I expect to see. Oh, wow. 98%. I think that might be the highest of any question we've ever had.
That is fantastic.
Well done. Newbies cards, 86 with the quick trigger finger. Joe, Crazy Cryptids, Holiday, everybody right behind. What set is this Cliff Floyd card from? 1991 Bowman, 1992 Bowman, 1993 Bowman, or 1993 SP? Going for a little Jordan there.
Right?
Yeah.
All right. 68% new, 92 Bowman. Yes, Carl, I'll count down the countdown of the countdown if I have to.
Yeah. Not enough countdowns. Newbies cards. 2 quick answers. Which player never had a 60 home run season? Cal Raleigh, Hank Aaron, Sammy Sosa, or Roger Maris? Only one of these players has not had a 60 home run season.
Jeff, what had more countdowns? Our lead up to trivia or the movie Armageddon?
Armageddon for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
76% of you. Well done.
Yep. Definitely Hank Aaron, ironically.
Chris scrubbed our scores, so everybody's at the top. Who was the last catcher to win MVP? Mike Piazza, Johnny Bench, Buster Posey, or Joe Mauer? And if you've been in here for the last 15 minutes, you probably know the answer to this question.
Yep. Was it Doc's Cards who wrote it in the chat?
I think it was Doc, yeah.
There we go. All right. 63% of you read Buster Posey. Good job.
Good job, 63%. Well done. Newbies expanding his lead a little bit. Card Dad. Jeremy D123 right back. What is the PSA 10 pop on the 2011 Topps Update Mike Trout rookie? A, 0 to 2000, B, 2001 to 4000, C, 4001 to 6000, or D, 6000 plus? I got this one wrong, Chris. I thought I remembered it being about 5,600, but it is expanded. Yeah. Congratulations to 17% of you who got it right. That's that was a tough one. Mookie Chilson taking the lead, 381 over Card Dad.
It's about 6,800.
Oh, sorry. Who was the World Series MVP for the Royals in 2015? Was it Alex Gordon, Salvador Perez, Eric Hosmer, or Johnny Cueto? World Series MVP, something that may help this guy as he makes a Hall of Fame case. 46% of you went with Salvador Perez. You are correct. Card Dad, 459. Mookie, 430, right behind. All right. In 1985 Donruss, left-handed pitcher Floyd Bannister is mistakenly featured on what Hall of Famer's card? A, Nolan Ryan, B, Steve Carlton, C, Tom Seaver, or D, Jim Palmer? How did this happen?
It was Donruss. Who knows what people at Donruss are doing?
52% of you went with Steve Carlton, who is another lefty, but the answer is actually a right-handed pitcher, a Hall of Famer, Tom Seaver, who was on the Sox at the time.
Arguably, maybe the most famous veteran pitcher still in Major League Baseball. Donruss screwed it up.
True or false, Nick Kurtz will have a rookie debut patch auto in 2025 Topps Chrome update. A, true. B, false. 50-50 chance. Johnny Ray says hello. Yeah, well, at least Barry Bonds was still young at the time. And Ooh, even split. Who wins? The true, yeah. He's got rookie cards. Remember, he's got the red Bowman rookie card symbol.
Yes.
Jay Marble. Pulling ahead of the 2014 Oakland A's. What does Mr. Burns want Mattingly to shave? Is it his mustache, a goatee, sideburns, or chest? And I believe he shaves it and then shaves it even further and then just gets
still not good enough, Jeff.
No, gets sent home. 60% said sideburns. I believe he said, I don't think you know what sideburns are.
Still like him better than Steinbrenner.
Yeah. Hitman 23, very appropriate. Pulling ahead on the Don Mattingly question. Last question. Here we go. What Major League Baseball ringer does Smithers recruit at a baseball card show? Ken Griffey Jr., Jose Canseco, Ozzie Smith, or Roger Clemens? Who is recruited at the card show?
$50,000 to play one game? Well, it's a pay cut, but I'm in.
50% of you said Jose Canseco, which I'll admit took me a lot longer than I was hoping it took. So I didn't get a lot of points for that one. All right, let's see who we got. Third place, Mookie Chilson. Congrats.
Ooh,
611. Great score, Card Dad 605. And Jay Marble pulls out the win, 616. Congrats.
Wow, that was a battle right there. It came down to the half second, probably.
5 points. Well done, everybody. Those are some great scores.
Yes, good job. All right, so we got 2 more weeks of that Simpsons episode. So if you want to play trivia again next week and get a leg up, watch the softball episode. It's season 3, episode, I think 16 or 17.
Yeah, you can find it pretty easily on YouTube.
Yeah, almost all of it's on YouTube. If you didn't cancel your Disney Plus or you resubscribe to Disney Plus, they're all on there as well. Hey.
Well done.
All right. I see a couple people did their best ever. That's always nice to see. All right. Will Z has finally joined the chat and he wants to know what we all think. And I'd like to know what you guys think too. I think it's a dead heat. Personally, like you guys, listen, I won't lie. You know me. I don't like the Yankees. If a catcher hits 60 home runs in Seattle, I would vote for Cal Raleigh right now. As of today, I know if Jake, if you're watching, you're probably throwing something at the wall, but that's who I would vote for. I think he did the way that he handles the pitching staff and hit 60 home runs is just, it's insane.
Yeah. And Will, I don't know about that because I've seen some places that had Raleigh listed as the favorite, at least going into today. I haven't seen the odds tonight.
I'm gonna throw it back up there. So
they both have put on an incredible run. I kind of thought that the decision would be made easier for some of the voters with this great performance during the last week while one tailed off, and it's been quite the opposite. And both teams have been successful. So I don't know.
Yeah, I think Gregory hits the nail on the head. Whoever wins it is deserving. It's 2 incredible seasons. It truly is. I mean, you got to nitpick. Obviously, Judge has been better offensively. Like, there's no getting around that. Definitely better offensively. But Cal Raleigh is a catcher who handles the pitchers. And I feel like that, I don't know if that can get enough. I don't know if you can say enough about that. And Judge has a much better supporting cast on offense. Whereas, Cal Raleigh basically has Julio Rodriguez for the second half? Maybe?
Yeah. Yeah, it's impressive. From a card perspective, this is interesting. Will saying, will anybody vote for Judge? Give him the tiebreaker edge because of the Altuve year.
I don't know. It starts to sound like the MVP voters. I feel like people start to think about it the same way we think about Oscar voting. Many times someone's great performance loses out and they end up winning sort of like a career achievement award for something that isn't nearly as good.
Like a makeup gift. Yeah.
Yes. But then that ends up taking, again, that win takes an award away from a far more deserving actor or actress or director or what have you. Texas Rangers. That's true. That is very true.
Yeah, I see a good argument for both sides. M. Newbert, I think this is a great point because this really put Raleigh on the national map. He did seeing him and his dad and his brother out there. I think he won that round by what, like half an inch or something crazy on that.
Yes. Oh, yeah. With the measurements there. I forgot about that. Yeah.
So yeah, I think that really got him some more national spotlight, and he sure didn't shrivel under that. He had an outstanding second half.
All right. Rhymes with the roof. We're cherry picking some numbers here. Come on. Most of those home runs were hit for Arizona. not for Seattle.
Pretty terrible until recently with Seattle.
Quite famously came to Seattle and immediately stopped hitting, as almost every right-handed hitter has always done. Yeah. And yeah, Julio's 30-30, but that's all since what, July 15th? Give or take?
Yes. And still nothing at home, usually.
Yeah, Thick Boy, that's a great example. I mean, Al Pacino is another great example. I mean, how many times did he not win when he should have? And then they gave him Son of a Woman, which was horrific. I'm sorry, I hate that movie. Yeah. Hoo-ah! It's like at that point he was almost like a caricature of himself
already, which is crazy because that was 35 years ago.
Yeah.
Cal plays the Rockies to end the season. I think he gets 63 and wins MVP. My contention to Jake was that if he does get what's the American League record? 64 for Judge? Is that what it is?
No, it's 62. It's just one more.
All right. So if he gets 63, I think he's going to get it.
Worley Cheese this is actually a really interesting question. Who finishes third? That's a great question. Maybe Jose, if Cleveland overtakes Detroit, you got Jose Ramirez is probably third.
That's true. Yeah. He's had a great season. I don't know. Yeah. Witt's had a good season for sure, but
I mean, a couple of idiots here picked Witt to win MVP.
Yeah. Yeah, I think. I mean,
not our
I'm
best.
Surprised. I'm surprised Witt didn't steal more bases.
Oh yeah,
that's my biggest surprise. I thought he could have came out and had 60 steals after seeing Ohtani get 50 some last year.
Speaking of steals, SFO Soxman with a great point here.
Yeah. It's it. That was a strong pickup by them. And he's another great base runner. You don't have to be fast to be a great base runner, but Bobby Witt should be looking at him and Soto and being like, how come I'm near these guys in stolen bases?
Right. All right, Crazy Cryptids. I'm sensing a hint of sarcasm here. Because obviously, Jeff, if anyone from Devil's Advocate would be an awards contender, it's Keanu Reeves. He nailed that Southern accent.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I mean, What I want to see the crossover, Jeff, is his lawyer in the Devil's Advocate.
Okay.
Like have to defend Nicolas Cage and Con Air. I want those two characters to come together.
Those two accents together.
Just have a conversation.
I think it just might implode. The film they would have used might just burn up.
I mean, that would be incredible. But anyway, okay.
Curator has a good question. And we talked a little bit about this on Spitballing recently because the other sports have one MVP for the whole league.
Yep.
And baseball was always different because you didn't play the other teams. You didn't play anybody in the other league until you got to the World Series. Well, that started changing with interleague play. And now playing against the other league is a big part of your season. They're still not going to get rid of the two MVPs, I don't think. We'll see if that major realignment comes to pass, but I don't know. This is Ohtani's probably weakest year, which is saying something.
So my answer is yes. I would give it to Cal over Ohtani. I know Ohtani has, a great offensive season and he's pitched 50 some odd innings, but I think Cal Raleigh being a catcher and he missed only 3 games this year. I know he's DH some as well. Yeah, I would give it to him over Ohtani. Yes, it's just because Ohtani, the numbers are great, but other than those 50 innings, Jeff, he hasn't played defense.
Yeah. Yep. That's a strong argument.
That's almost like 2 unicorns. Like, not obviously Ohtani is a true unicorn, but a catcher with 60 home runs and a DH with 54 home runs and 50 Ks, like probably an incredible confluence of unlikely statistical achievements right there. Okay, hold on. I just want to. There are a couple interesting comments.
The auction clock is now at 60 seconds. Is 30 seconds next? J Marble wants to know.
We'll wait. Curator will tell us. He probably has more experience watching this.
Nate the Great's going with the big dumper.
Yeah, I mean, I don't hate it. Like, again, whoever wins it, they deserve it. Hold on. Where?
Abel, it's going to take a lot for Ohtani to win a Cy Young because they're going to treat him very cautiously, at least for the next couple seasons. So
I think he's going to insist on pitching more in October than we think he is, but we'll see what happens.
I think that too. But during the regular season, in order to win a Cy Young, he's just not going to get the innings.
No, especially with what Skeens is doing. I mean, you're going to have to wrestle out of Skeens.
Skeens only has 10 wins, Chris. How can he win the Cy Young with 10 wins?
Doc's cards, don't worry, buddy. I picked Matt Olson to win the MVP, Cole Reagans to win the AL Cy Young, Zach Wheeler for the NL Cy Young. I did not fare well.
Hold on. Shay, this is a good point, but the point a lot of people bring up is that Pirates didn't have him, they would still suck. So it's not as he's not pitching the same kind of games. Sadly, down the stretch.
That's a good point. He's pitching. Yeah, you're right. Low intensity games, but still, he is incredible. Like,
he's absolutely incredible, and he should win the Cy Young, and he probably will win it going away now. Although, I mean, even say 10 years ago, he probably wouldn't with those 10 wins. Maybe Greinke kind of broke the mold a little bit, but
hopefully. Texas Rangers PC with a pretty good prediction here. Oh, whoops, I hit the wrong thing. There we go.
Good point, Mookie.
Yep. That was pretty predictable. Seager ends the year on the IL. No one had appendicitis though in the Seager injury bingo card. I would be shocked if anyone predicted that. And I do want to go back to what Wills was saying. Go ahead, Jeff. Oh, sports card breakdown. Hey, what's up, Mike? Unrelated to. Oh, go ahead. Oh. You got muted, Jeff.
Thank you. What's Mike saying about Pasquantino? Did he do something good, or is he just talking about our stadium club poll? Wasn't that?
I think he's just saying he deserves some MVP talk. He has had a very good season. But who was not good? Will Z points out, Keanu's accent in Dracula was also that was a tough one.
Yeah, and it showed up against those guys. You're right.
It sure did. Which is not to say Winona Ryder killed it either.
There's a lot of questionable choices in there, but it makes me want to watch it again. Just got to the hotel in Cleveland. Should be a great atmosphere this weekend at the park. Man, yeah, it's like playoff baseball before playoff baseball. So yeah, it should be great.
Okay, hold on.
Well, hold on. Witt isn't allowed to steal when Pasquantino's up. Man,
what is this insider information we're getting here?
I don't particularly like that.
You're going to like this, Jeff. This comment from our good buddy Dwayne, I think, will make you happy.
Hey, Dwayne. Yeah, go Brewers. Man, of course, there's always something. And Woodruff getting hurt, pulling his lat again is not great.
Thick boy, I will say that, yes, I think Crochet has a shot. I don't know. I really haven't looked. I have not looked at their numbers since their last 2 starts where Crochet shut out Toronto for 8 innings in a must-win game for Boston. And Skubal had a meltdown, essentially.
But I was talking to a Red Sox fan friend who was saying that Crochet hadn't been that great leading up to it too.
Okay.
But I don't know. I like Chris said, I'm not right on top of it. It would be great. I'd love to be in Super Troopers. SSP Joel has a question for you, Chris. Know the pop on this Ohtani and how many are there?
I think I can answer all those questions for you.
Right.
There are 2 PSA 10s of this auto. There are, and 1 10-10, an auto 10. There are, the Superfractor, I think, also got a 10. There are 3 reds that got a 9 and 1 shimmer at SGC that is a 10. So the total number of these cards that exist, there's 5 reds, 5 shimmers, and I'm going to go ahead and say 10 base cards based on what we've seen graded. I think there's 6 or 7
total, right?
So I would say there's maybe 21 total when you add in the superfractor of this auto, just based on what's sitting at PSA and what was at SGC. I think 20 is a pretty good. That's a good point, John Fry. That's an excellent point.
He might have sounded just like that. They want to keep the hole open on the right side.
Okay.
They seem to know, but it just seems like then move them around in the batting order a little bit. It just seems like Witt is so fast. It's just you're shooting yourself in the foot by taking one of his major assets right off the table.
Yeah, no, I get that though. You want to keep that hole open. Like that might be overthinking it a little bit. I don't know. I don't know. We're not coaches. We don't work in the front office. Someone's obviously looked at that, and I guess they like the idea of it.
Yeah.
GWU Nuki Drake for NL Rookie of the Year. I'm all over that. I hope he wins it. It's him and Cade Horton. Is that the Cubs pitcher? Did I get the name right?
But there's a couple Brewers right in the mix too that have played more. So it's going to be, we'll see. Yeah, Horton really went on a run there at the end and probably pulled ahead.
Yeah, I'm not thrilled. I love Drake Baldwin. He picked a terrible time for me personally to go 0 for 18. But otherwise, he's had a pretty fantastic season. Basically stole the job away from a veteran making like $16 million a year. So good for him. I hope he's the future. Teapot told me today that Drake Baldwin, after the Braves game, just went right over to Cards HQ and ripped some boxes of Topps Chrome. So that's cool to hear.
That's really cool. He's into cards. Respected Leaf says the change in parallels year to year in Stadium Club is annoying. I'm going for a Vlad run, and the inconsistency is getting to me, Chris.
Yeah, just get the gold minteds and call it a day. Like that, I think that's enough. I wouldn't overthink it any more than that. I would say he signs a lot, so I would go gold minted and then base auto, the base paper auto. Just get those 2, and then that's your run. I think you'll be thrilled with that 5-10 years from now, because they're always going to be tinkering. They're going to keep tinkering with stuff.
PSA increased prices, which Neo Cards and Comics had warned us was coming, and we saw it show up yesterday. It's $2 on value bulk, I believe, $3 on value, and maybe $5 on value plus. So it doesn't affect a lot of cards. What they are doing is bumping up the times. Even Express is going from 5 days to 10 days. It's all because of the TCG cards, the proliferation of TCG cards. And Chris, they are not getting any bump in price at all.
No, that's a bunch of bullshit. I mean, it's Pokemon and stuff that are causing all these delays, and yet they raise prices on us. That's really annoying.
And they're making it sound like that it's going to help them with the backlog, but really it's not going to reduce people from sending cards in. So it's really just to bump up the price in their bottom line, which their business. So I get it, but they're trying to sell us a bill of sale saying it's going to help them get caught up.
Yeah, I don't like that at all. Yankees collector, yes. And Gregory, we were talking about Stadium Club. Yeah, the rainbow foils, maybe add those depending on how deep a rainbow you want to get to. Those are consistently out of 25, and those are some of the best looking Stadium Club cards we get all year.
Chris, we did a episode that was Nick Kurtz versus Junior Caminero on Spitballin', specifically a Spitballin' Patreon episode, talking about who we think has the brightest future as far as their cards go. And this was definitely a worry that came up, Mike, the fact that he's first baseman.
Yeah, it limits him a little bit.
It limits his upside. It limits his WAR, which is a big thing driving card sales now. His numbers are crazy, though. So what is he, like a 171 OPS plus? He basically has the same amount of WAR as Junior Caminero, but he's done it in 40 fewer games. So
yeah, and I think he homered. I think he may have homered twice again today.
Did he really?
His stuff is great, but honestly, I would not touch it right now. That was like the absolute worst possible time to buy a Nick Kurtz card. I was trying to show this Market Movers tab here. He just doesn't have that many cards yet, Jeff.
No. So all the money going towards Kurtz is funneled into the few cards that he does have. So
Exactly.
It's a tough time to buy it.
Yeah, this is a very difficult. I would absolutely wait. There's nowhere for these cards to go but down at this point. Like his last Topps Chrome Gold Auto redemption card sold for like $3,000, and Junior Camaro's last Gold Auto sold for $600. So I mean, yeah, Nick Kurtz looks great right now, but he's still on the A's. He's going to be on the A's again next year. So I'm excited about him too. Jeff and I both really like him as a player, but not touching any of his cards for a while. Let all these 2025 sets come out, and let the market just get flooded with Nick Kurtz cards.
Yeah,
Nick Kurtz Nick Kurtz cards, and then decide maybe you might want to buy a Nick Kurtz card. But I would just wait this out.
Yeah. Yep. And the topic of them both playing in minor league ballparks did come up. Kurtz has 2 more years left there, Chris.
Yes, theoretically, best case scenario. Yeah, two years, and then they go to Vegas.
We looked at some home road splits, and it definitely hits better at home, but he still hits those moonshots that'll go out of most stadiums. So I don't think it's going to affect him that much.
No,
and on the other hand, had some interesting splits.
He did, and Scotty made an interesting point that Vegas is going to be a pretty high elevation, and we don't know what the dimensions of that park are going to be.
Dimensions are going to be is going to be a big deal.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, it's being built right now, I believe.
Yep. Yeah, they have the land, and they've broken ground. Yeah. It's happening. But yeah, I think everything. Yeah, like Jeff said, there just aren't enough cards right now. Wait till more come out.
Yeah, I would keep an eye on it for sure, though. Dwayne's saying, do we think Soto's an annual 20 stolen base guy now? The speed this year is on a great Hall of Fame trajectory and getting no love. Yeah, and it's not an increase in his speed. It's just his base running. And it sounds like he has a really good relationship with the base coaches there, and he's got really good reads on pitchers. I kind of believe, with seeing the efficiency with which he steals, I believe 20 is probably a floor.
Yeah.
I mean, until he's,
I would expect it to be steady, at least till he gets into his 30, 31.
Yeah.
Then he may slow down like we all did.
Yeah.
Jorge, I would say sell now. Like before more stuff comes out, like whatever's out right now, once Chrome update comes out and we get the rookie debut patch Chase, a lot of focus will go to that and those parallels of his base card. So
but I would sell now, but you might get a chance in the doldrums of the winter to buy some back and then sell again at the spring training hype bump. So depends how aggressive you want to be. I would definitely sell now, but if you wanted to be really aggressive with somebody like him, his first full season, the hype machine is going to be going overtime for spring training. So if you can sell now and then get in the doldrums of winter in November, December, pick some more up and then sell them again, you might be able to double dip on him.
Good George Costanza reference, Jeff.
Thank you.
Surely intentional. All right. John Fry right there with you, buddy.
One more question about your Ohtani. Is it still going? What's going on here with this?
Yep, let me pull it back up. I was just kind of sneaking over to grab a look at it. Yep, still holding strong.
So how did you decide? Curator wants.
That is an excellent question. So I did have 2 copies. I mean, grab the other one. Oh God. I kept the one that's technically slightly higher. If that makes sense. Does that make sense, Jeff? Is that right?
Yeah, a 10-10 holds a certain height in esteem over a regular 10.
It is very true that. So here's the other one. Let me find So this one is a 10-10, and the autos to me looked exactly the same, which is one of the reasons why I think auto grades are a little bit silly. But I waffled on this. Like I thought maybe if I sold the 10-10, people would go on the Fanatics would go nuts about it's a pop 1. The 10-10, the 2-10s. Oh, people would. Maybe it goes for higher. I don't know, but I talked to some people whose opinion I listened to and respect, including Jeff, obviously. And the consensus was I should keep the 10-10 and sell the 10. So that's what I did.
Yeah,
it's good to have a brain trust.
Both great autos. I think that's the biggest thing when you look at a card like this. You want to make sure that you have a good auto. And fortunately for Chris, both of these are really top notch.
Yeah, I mean, Will's. I see Will's your other comment here. I don't think anyone in our chat is actively bidding on this. And if you are, if me showing you another copy of it makes you want it less, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. You should still want the card. Okay.
Dwayne wants you to bring it to the natty so he can do something with it.
All right. Yeah, I'll
apparently not buy it.
Maybe I'll get an extra slab protection for it, and then you need to put a town on it.
What do you call it? What's that thing that goes around at the slab mag? Slab mag. Yeah. ATL Jeff Black. Chris was talking about hoping that we'd be happy if it got past 20, which it did, which is awesome.
Yeah. I'm very, very happy right now, Jeff. If it goes anything past this is icing on the cake. I'm very happy.
Mike joined us a little late. Chris, you want to fill us in on where some of the proceeds are going?
Mike, I have so many cards in mind, but the proceeds from this card are actually going to go to real world things. And I could see, look how disappointed Jeff is. You see that body language right there? He's like, son of a. Yeah, so,
I wouldn't be able to afford to go halfsies on anything that this card would be half of anyway. So
yeah, we're working on a bathroom remodel right now. We have a dog that's puppy actually. It's probably going to need hip surgery. And then my wife is driving a 2010 Mini Cooper that has like one good wheel, and someone stole the bumper in our neighborhood. So there's a lot of things that the money will go to. Unfortunately, none of them are baseball cards, and that is, it's sad, Jeff. It's really, I mean,
yeah.
What's the point of real life if it gets in the way?
You might as well just buy that. You might as well just buy that Mantle Aaron auto that's on eBay, and then you'd have one.
The auto, yeah, auto on eBay.
Mookie at 10-10. I don't know. Maybe there's a 10% bump over what this goes for. Maybe a 20% bump. I don't know.
I have absolutely no idea. I didn't know what this one was going to go for. So I don't know. I really feel like this is one of those cards I felt like I'd only seen like heard whispers of and seen occasionally before I was able to actually grab that one that I bought while I was in Rome, which is now this one. So yeah, I mean, I just feel like I don't really think the grade for this first one mattered a ton because for all the people bidding on this, it's their first chance to ever bid on this. So I don't know. I don't know if it would really have changed the
right. And this is one of those cards that a lot of times when it sells, then it goes directly into somebody's PC and you may not see it again, which means the next one that pops up might get double what this one got. So it's hard to tell. I
would expect. I think it's a pretty good. Yeah, life gets away. I'd say it's a pretty good chance this card is getting shipped to a collector in Japan and locked away, never to see the light of day for the next like 10, 15 years. But
yeah.
Thanks, Timmy Two Hobbies. I hope M. Parsons is reading that comment.
Yeah. LKS says, blabbing about real world stuff like BR, Renos, and cars doesn't have that ring.
It goes on too long. All right. So I feel like this auction is not getting a ton of action right now. We'll check in periodically, Jeff, but there was some other stuff on Instagram I really want to talk about.
Yeah, let's get
to some of that. All right. CBTB 2009 is an account. I think I shared a card of theirs either last week or the week before. But look at this Bobby Witt Heritage Gold, Jeff.
Back in the good old days when Heritage Golds were out of 5.
You know, I look at your mustache and I'm starting. Now I see this Bobby Witt mustache. You're going to have to work on the bottom part.
The bottom part fills in a lot more than Bobby Witt's does. I could go for the whole goatee.
Bobby Witt's facial hair looks like someone who's about to buy a children's hospital and knock it down and put a golf course there in some like animated movie starring, I don't know, like Scrooge McDuck's nephews.
Like that's going with that children's hospital reference, but yeah, it could have went a number of ways.
It could have.
Yeah. Yeah, it's awesome to see these golds, these Heritage Golds. They're never going to go out of style.
No. And these are cards like you were saying with the Ohtani. These are cards that get bought and they get tucked into collections and they're gone.
Yeah.
He's cheating in a regatta. That's a much better analogy, Mookie Chilson. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to steal that some other time. I'm going to use that on a picture of Jake or something. Yeah, but that's really cool. And the shine on there. He does a good job with his light. I like his background.
Nice photography. He's got the American flag backdrop. Kudos.
Yeah, the really, really good presentation. So again, CBTV 2009. Give him a follow if you haven't yet. He was working on the whole Bobby Witt rainbow. But I mean, once you get the gold, I feel like everything else, it loses its luster. That's okay. All right, hold on. All right, there was 2 people this week, Jeff, posted a card I'd never seen before. And I know we have a decent number of Braves fans in here, so I'm going to start with that one. This card came from Vintage Modern Cards. It's a 2022 Chipper Jones short print. And somehow I'd never seen it before.
I haven't seen that one either.
Is that? So it's Chipper and Smoltz holding up the 2004 Division Series flag. Just, I mean, not a particularly valuable card, but just something really exciting that I didn't know existed. So yeah, I immediately hit ComC looking for one of these.
Did you find one?
I did.
Oh, well done.
Wait, hold on. We're missing a joke in here. I'm guessing this is the name that we're giving to to Bobby Witt's alter ego.
The regatta cheat.
Yeah, or maybe he's a Scooby-Doo villain, whatever he is. Snidely Whitlash is a pretty good. Oh, yeah, looking like Dr. Robotnik. Yeah, all right. All these references are better than the long-winded thing I get at, Jake.
The Children's Hospital?
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose Sox fan. Red Sox fans looking at the 2004 flag.
Yeah. Theirs is a little bit better. All right, next card up. This one comes from the MLB Kid. Our good friend Alan Forrest has been posting some awesome Frank Thomas cards, and this is a Desert Shield card from 1991. I love these, Jeff. It bugs me that we don't have any nice ones of these in our collection. I think we have to make a move on one of these.
That's so cool. It's such a piece of history, and I know you've looked at the Chipper Jones ones before, and this is very cool seeing this Frank Thomas.
In fact, glad you mentioned that, Jeff. We should pull this up. Wait, is it not? Hold on. Don't mind me. Just going to be rambling here for a minute. Yeah. No. Yes. No. Yeah. Oh, I thought.
And to have it in 9 is pretty amazing because a lot of those have seen better days.
Oh well, never mind. Yeah. It's just these are just really cool. Like this is like real. Yeah, they are faked a lot. Unfortunately, Curator. It's tough to buy anything raw that you see at this point. But this is like a little bit of American history kind of tied in with baseball cards, which is great. Yes, thank you. ATL Jeff Black. That was like a recent, I was just trying to find it. I thought that was listed at Fanatics Collect, but maybe it was gold and I forget where it was. But yeah, there was a PSA 10. My goodness. Very, very cool. The fact that they did that and there happens to be a Hall of Famer with a rookie card that year is pretty cool.
Yeah, Frank Thomas, you're right, Will, was amazing. And he was ahead of his time for a power hitter who walked a lot. I mean, he kind of was in the shadow of all those big bombers, the McGuire, Sosa, and then, of course, Bonds. But he just and what an intimidating presence at the plate there. He's like 6'5", 250 pounds, former football player at Auburn.
Sounds like your beer was trying to climb back out of you there, Jeff.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Next up, I want to talk about this card that Dave's Braves cards posted. There's another Braves player, obviously. This is a Chipper Jones 2009 Topps Black parallel. Jeff and I are big fans of these older Topps Black cards, and I just can't reiterate enough how inexpensive they are and how rare they are and how cool they are.
And how great doesn't matter. And even though that got a 9, that's pretty impressive because we've seen some of the old ones are pretty rough.
Yes.
Desert Storm, no, they were from a special set or special packs that were distributed to military members overseas. And of course, some found their way back here or found their way into circulation, but it's separate from the Tiffany as far as I know.
Yes, they're definitely separate. Yeah, Topps printed and they came in packs and not regular, but packs and boxes, and they ship them to overseas. And there you can find some unopened stuff of this as well. It's pretty rare, but it's just incredibly cool. I mean, if we had I shouldn't even make but if we had what was in 1942? What do we have back then in the 40s? Some Bowman,
we're not that old.
No, not we, but we as America. If there was some Goody or Goudy or some Leaf or some Bowman that was sent overseas to our soldiers during World War II, and that stuff had stamps on it, I mean, holy hell.
Yeah, that was a dry period for cards.
Yeah.
The early 40s. So yeah, but you're right.
John with an issue. So no, the Big Hurt did not juice. And well, I shouldn't say definitely not, but
as far as we know,
he was one of the most outspoken guys against it and trying to get more awareness of it because he seemed to be naturally big.
He was naturally enormous.
Yeah. This was before Nugenics. So I'm sure he was mad that other people were cheating to get to be as strong as him.
Yeah.
But then again, it's not impossible, Jeff, that he was one of the first people doing it and was sort of trying to make himself seem innocent by being the first person to speak out against the thing he was doing. But that's
maybe, but he was naturally a big guy, but his body didn't change the way the majority of the guys who juiced during that time did. He had never had the build like a bodybuilder. He just was like a giant lumberjack. And so I would err on the side of he didn't juice, but like Chris said, we can't know for sure.
Yeah, I would say 99% comfortable to say he did not juice. And it was interesting to see him on that Fox post-game panel with A-Rod 2 seats away from him. He just wanted to absolutely throttle him.
Yeah.
Like we all do whenever we see A-Rod or hear his voice. But just I'm sure.
Yeah, ATL Jeff Black makes a good point. You see that way players change post-playing days. Some of them even change color, like Sammy, but they definitely change body shape. But he's pumping out his Nugenics.
Yep.
He is. He's about the same size as he was at his playing days.
He sure is.
Love that 90 Leaf Thomas card.
Oh yeah. All right. So one more Topps Black card I thought was cool. This one comes from Lucky Peter Studios. Jose Fernandez, Topps Black rookie. The black here with the orange really pops off with the hat and the belt.
Yeah, just looks that great. Marlins logo on the bottom.
Yep. Very cool looking card. This dude had obviously so much talent. But all it took was me owning him in a keeper league, and that was it. That was all she wrote, Jeff.
He's still got some of the more memorable SPs and SSPs we have.
Wait, this can't be real. Jeremy, really? Jeremy, on what site?
Hey, Chris, let's buy it and flip it for triple to a certain someone that we share a show with.
Right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. This is gorgeous. And the battery says hat match. Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, it's just some of these cards just look cool. The black really pops on some cards.
And this is black glove, black belt, black undershirt, black cap, black border, and the orange. Yeah. There was a well-designed card, and seeing these black parallels, that's great.
What is it? Black shoes, black hat, black cat, Cadillac. I felt like you were starting to get in there. All right, Jeremy, we'll have to send that to our resident Billy Butler collector. Although I don't see how that would make sense. Well, it must be like an archive
card. Brett Butler.
Okay, yeah, the dates don't work out there. It would have to be out of archives. I don't think anyone's Brett Butler.
Billy Butler looked like he was 40 when he came into the league, but I believe he didn't even play until he was 40.
Is that Brett Butler, the Dodgers center fielder, or the comedian and sitcom star of the mid to late 90s?
I believe it was the very slightly built but giant-headed Brett Butler of the Indians and Dodgers. Yeah, he might not have funds for it, so
we'll see. All right, what do we got? What's next here on my list? Oh yeah, so Burke Slabs is a fun account. This guy loves the Angels and he loves oranges. And also, this was the gentleman that Jake and I shared a flight with.
Oh, yes.
Out of the
That's
National.
right.
But he also came to our Blabbin meetup to correctly talk some shit, which I appreciated. But yeah, he posted these really cool Bowman Chrome Mike Trout rookies. And of course, an orange.
Man. My goodness. Yeah. Wow.
Ah! All right, thick boy. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate you getting my random references. Yeah, these two cards are great. And I totally see Mike Trout's values are down. I don't think they go up anytime soon. But if you can use this time, these next few years, to get some nice low-numbered rookies like these, Jeff, these are really cool cards.
Yeah, those are cool. Yeah, and if you're a Trout collector, I'm sorry, first of all, but I'm right there with you. He's finishing his most games played in a season for a long time, but his WAR is still hovering around 1. He's just a shell of the player he used to be, sadly.
Very sadly, yeah. But yeah, these cards. I don't think I've ever seen an orange before. If I'm being,
I've never seen one.
Completely honest.
No.
Dwayne, I mean, we're talking real outside. It took him 5 years to get from 300 to 400. How long do you think it's going to take him to get from 400 to 500? He's got 5 years left on his contract. Can he average 20 over the next 5 years? Can he stay on the
but man, yes, I bet he would average 20 over the next 5 years. So would they stick with him in the lineup? I guess as long as they're not competitive, they might as well trot him out there. But if they get competitive, there's probably some buyout situation.
I mean, there's of all the ifs, Jeff, that I've heard about Mike Trout, it's like if he can stay healthy, if he can have one more good year, if the Angels can be competitive, I don't think that's really factored into anyone's thinking over the next 5 years. It just seems so far-fetched, sadly. Yeah, I don't know. If I'm a betting man, I would take the under on 500 home runs on Mike Trout.
That's such a hole to have at your DH, your designated hitter position, if he performs like he did this year. Because at least what was holding him up before is that he could help out on defense. And if he's not even doing that and he's hitting 220.
Okay. Yeah. John and Brooks Breaks, thank you for correcting all of us or both of us. I'm not great with bands. I thought I had it. Definitely didn't. Thanks for keeping us honest.
This would be great. Love this, curator. I would absolutely love it. But
sure.
Will he do it and hit 210? Probably. If he goes back to vintage where he has an OBP of 400, hits 40 home runs, I would love that. His body just doesn't seem like it's going to hold up.
The number of wistful has got to be the best way to describe it, of just wistful comments from people just saying oh, if Trout can just give us one more.
I've been saying that since his last All-Star game in 2019.
Just one more. But guys, I mean, at some point, we have to just accept what we're seeing. This is who the guy is.
Hey, if he could put up another 2022, Chris, that would be huge.
Yeah, that'll be 4 years in his rear view on opening day next year.
He's six injuries back. Calf back.
Yeah, this is 2 straight years of him hitting in the 220s. Now 670 at bats of him hitting in the 220s. I don't know. I think, well, people don't usually get better in their mid-30s. Doesn't mean it's impossible.
No. Judge is on the way, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what's happening there. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What do we got? Okay. Oh, there we go. Yes. Okay. So this was, I want to get to our Instagram post of the week, Jeff. We're working on, I did not download the graphic for the show, unfortunately, but regardless, this is our Instagram post of the week, and it comes from So Many Slabs, who has some great stuff. We know this guy well. Yes. And he posted this 5-star card. Now, normally a 5-star isn't really something that we get excited about, but look at the names on this particular 5-star on-card auto, Jeff.
It's amazing that they fit 3 good pictures plus 3 full autos. They're all on the card. And of those 3 guys, yeah, that's incredible.
Yeah,
absolutely
very,
incredible.
Very cool. Yeah. Looks like a real thick one touch this card came into. I'm curious how thick this card is. I'll ask Brandon. But yeah, if you guys don't follow So Many Slabs, again, it's TSO many. Really, really cool card. And some of these random sets have cool stuff in them, Jeff.
They really do. And we've seen that the last couple of years too. Yeah, where you're like, wow, why is that in there? And I guess they want to put cool stuff in to sell those sets too, but it doesn't get the respect or notoriety or even the visibility. People don't even know these exist.
Yeah.
So, and Trout only signed this card once. Yes. There's only one Mike Trout auto on here.
Yeah. That's always a positive thing, right? And yeah, these are on card, not stickers, which is also great. That's funny. I forgot about that Mike Trout with the 2 autos. Really funny. All right, let's take a quick look over here, and we are still the same.
That's crazy that it's still going. Can you look at the big money cards? Are those still at the same price?
Let me pull those up. Hold on one second. Let's find out, because that'll be a good indicator of where we are. Okay, let's share this tab instead. And yeah, kind of interestingly, these the Messi and the Mantle are still
so something is getting bids. Something is getting bids out there on these that are keeping.
Yeah, if you look if you take that comment down, Jeff, in the bottom left, you can see it tells you what card is most recently getting a bid.
And is it trickling down? I can't quite make that out.
That's it. A National Treasures card just got a bid. And yeah, I can see that and now it looks like a 2022 Stadium Club Chrome up something got a bid. Yeah, I mean, there's things getting bids. Just I can see it on if we pull this tab up. Let me share this one.
Jorge, we talked about this a little bit earlier. Fanatics has been getting some crazy prices, and that's why Chris decided to go that route rather than gold. And it does seem like there's some people with deep pockets on Fanatics Collect, so roll the dice that way.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. I gold would have been a perfectly cromulent choice as well. Just went with Fanatics because I happen to know I had met a guy there, works there at the National. We had a pretty good conversation, so he did a good sales job, and I don't know. I like Fanatics Collect. Wanted to give it a shot. Yeah. Carlisle, I appreciate it, buddy. Joey K, thanks, man. We'll see what happens here. Whew. Like my bumper sticker says, driver has no cash. He's married. That's funny. Okay. SFO says it was a soccer card.
Makes sense.
Jorge, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, which is like more than 10 times what a BGS 9.5 sold for. Really crazy numbers on those PSA 10s.
Peeps, I appreciate it, buddy. I threw that out there. I wanted to know if any of my Simpsons loving viewers were paying close attention.
Yeah, Fanatics. I don't know. I've never bought on Golden, but knowing Fanatics, at least from their site and from their weekly auction, and like Chris said, we met a guy and seemed like a good way to go after seeing the numbers.
Yeah. All right, let's take a look. Oh, some interesting. All right, so some of these have shifted a bit. Let's hop over here for a second. Some of that Ohtani, the blue is now at 52.5, and the green.
I wonder if Scotty B is buying that.
I don't know. Okay.
Yeah, and remember, you gotta add 20% on. So if you're buying that blue, you're paying over 60.
That's right.
Okay, for it. Wow.
Yeah. Yep. ATL Jeff Black. I don't know
what man is that, Chris.
Sorry. Wasn't sure if he was asking about the owner or who it was.
Oh, is that an Ohtani judge?
Yes, it's an Ohtani judge.
Wow. Whew.
So you can see how the authentic CGC does their authentication.
Yep, you're right.
So you get the white glove experience. You get to actually redeem this, which is kind of fun.
That's crazy, man. For whoever pulled that, that's some life-changing money right there.
Right. Oh man. Whew. All right. So we've been going about an hour and 50 minutes here, and as you can tell, I was hitting the bottle pretty good.
Yeah.
At minimum, Jeff, we have got to take a bathroom break.
Yeah, it's getting pretty late. Are you really going to stay on until this ends, Chris? Because I don't think I'm going to be able to stay on that late.
Oof. Oh, Joey K, will PSA grade a redemption card? Man, you have to think no.
And that's the non-auto, Chris? I guess
Is
it
that
is.
the non-auto? That's insane. Hold on.
Wow.
Is it?
Can't read it from here.
No. God, no. See if we can make this bigger. I'll zoom in. A dual gold logo man patch card featuring, okay. I see no mention of an autograph on here.
Wow. That's just the logo.
Absurd.
Just the game used logo men. The auto says it on the redemption. Oh, yeah. So this would.
That is bonkers. $165,000 for, and you know those logo men, Jeff. You know the back of that is going to say like, not from any specific event, game event, or season. Well, season, yes.
Well, season, yes, but otherwise. Yeah. Oh, man. Ay.
Yeah, all right. Here's what we're going to do. Jeff?
Yeah.
Play a Blabbin song. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout.
All right. We're
I can't go any longer.
You can't take it anymore.
I can't take it anymore.
I'll wait here and answer some questions till you get back.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Shelly wants to know, doing some thinking, could be good or bad. Who's stopping Ohtani from winning the MVP barring health? He needs 3 to tie Bonds and 4 to break it. That's tough because if we consider how well he's done without the pitching, and if he's going to be back to more of a pitching workload next year, I don't know. I'm kind of with Jorge here. I don't know. Will says he has the over-under at 6 for Ohtani MVPs. I'm sure that there'll be somebody, just like we saw with Raleigh this year, and even to some extent Schwarber. I mean, say Schwarber had gotten 70 home runs. Would that have been enough to overcome all of this non-defense stuff? Probably. So I feel like that there's a chance that somebody could do that. Stadium Bodega says Soto. Now, there's been a lot of talk about the new ABS system that's coming into the league next year, that they've allowed teams and players to challenge ball and strike calls. And we know how Soto has such a great eye at the plate. He already walks more than anybody in the league. And there's a lot of close pitches that he's taken for balls that have been called strikes. So I think he's going to win a lot of challenges. He could easily have a 450 OBP season next year. So if he leads the Mets to the promised land, that could be a possibility to challenge it. Thanks, D3C Sports Cards. Check out tomorrow to see who wins this auction, and maybe it's you.
Yeah, I do think that's a great question, Shelly, and I do think that next year we're going to have Acuna's in his age 28 season and Soto's in his age 27. So I expect those guys. I mean, I think we'd have to assume health. Health is a huge question for both of them, especially obviously for Acuna. Either one of them, I think, could have a crazy enough season to steal Ohtani's MVP. And I think we also have to assume that that Ohtani, how many years can he do this? The toll on his body is outrageous. Like, to both pitch like this and hit like this. And next year he's going to want to pitch more often. I think we'll see the offense will have to decline. He's going to have to start taking days off. He'll be 31. So yeah, I don't think it's a lock that he wins all the MVP is his every year. But if he is healthy, then yes, it's probably going to be him every year. But you and I, buddy, we're both going to be looking at Acuna next year to see what he can do. He needs a statement season before the 2027, heaven help us, the 2027 shutdown. Mike, my hope was 20. So I'm happy right now. I've been gleefully sipping some Jack Daniels here. I'm having a great time. If someone wants to bump this up again, that'd be great. But if it ends right here, I'm very happy with it. Okay, what do we got here? Cubs fan. Yeah, I mean, Jorge, you're right. It's probably stupid to ever doubt Ohtani. But at some point, like, his body is going to say he can't do both of these things. I think maybe next year we'll get a magic season where he throws like 150 innings, Jeff, and hits like 40 home runs.
Yeah, everybody's still clamoring that he should be a closer. He should be a reliever, but he wants to start. It's much easier to manage his workload, both hitting and pitching, if he has a very specific regimen, if he pitches every 6th day or whatever they decide. So I don't see, at least for the foreseeable future, him becoming a short-term reliever, except maybe in the playoffs. We'll see what happens in the playoffs.
Yeah, I still think starting just makes more sense. It's easier to plan for him. The World Baseball Classic was just a perfect confluence of things for him to get that 9th inning save.
And then you don't lose the DH as well.
Yeah. But yeah,
Trout just went yard. Nice.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, I mean, 2027 is the season that scares the hell out of me because we don't know if we're going to get it.
There's no doubt that Acuna is one of the most talented players when he's healthy. There's no doubt that he can utilize those 5 tools in the most ways, especially some of the stuff we saw this year, like that throw he had coming back and hitting those bombs right back from his injury. Yeah. So there's no doubt that if he plays 150 plus games, he's going to be right in the conversation.
For sure. But that's at this point, that's the biggest if in
that's
Braves
like
franchise history.
2 out of 8 seasons, Chris?
I don't go those numbers, like Jeff. Oh, it's brutal. Full season in 2019. Then we got COVID. Then we got the first half of the first knee injury. 2022, second half. 2023, MVP. 2024, he plays 70 games. And 2025, plays about 100 games. So yeah, we're looking at 2 full seasons. And it's absolutely gut-wrenching. Peeps, yeah, he definitely could, but he hasn't yet. But he could. He definitely could. If anyone could. I mean, he can do anything. We'll see. I think the thing he wants the most is a postseason MVP, a postseason hardware, some type of postseason award. He could have gotten it against the Mets. I mean, Edmund had a couple of huge timely hits, but I mean, Ohtani set like a times on base, I think, record for an NLCS.
Yeah, I just first of all, Mike, love this idea. I would love it. Churio definitely has the talent and ability to, and there's a lot of young players that are coming up in the Brewer system. They're going to build around. They should be a competitive team in the national spotlight. That would be awesome. But Peeps, he would have I believe the record's 14, right, Chris? 14.1 or something ridiculous by Babe Ruth. I don't know if that kind of war is even possible. I don't know if it's even possible because
I don't think so.
He wouldn't get any defensive bump. So he'd have to combine his pitching and hitting, and then he'd have to, I can't see that happening, especially because pitchers don't pitch like they used to. He's not going out there every 4th day. He's not going to get 40 starts, 35 starts in a season. So I don't think he's going to do it. But Chris, somebody was saying on my Instagram timeline that they feel like Ohtani's just looking at this all as spring training, all preseason. He's getting his arm back in shape, so he's ready for the playoffs. And I can kind of see that. I think that mentality is there for him. Like Chris was saying, he wants to perform in the playoffs. He wants to win. And I think that's the most important thing for him.
Yeah, we briefly talked about it. I've heard the other Dodger players talk about it. Like pitching Ohtani is way different than DH Ohtani. The whole attitude is very, very different. Like we've seen him at the plate. He hits a foul ball. He's like, everybody okay? On the mound, he's like, I don't care if you die.
Like he just seems like a different level of focus when he's on the mound.
But yeah, I mean, his last 2 starts are 11 innings and 1 hit, 2 hits?
And a lot of strikeouts, a lot of swings and misses. Thanks for joining us, Timmy Two Hobbies. I know, I feel you. I know it's coming early.
Yeah. But thank you for the good positive thoughts. I appreciate it. I'm hoping we'll get some late night action here, but if we don't, very happy.
Chris, no Mario and Luigi, although that would be fun. That'd be great.
That would be a really good Halloween costume, Jeff. I don't know. Oh boy, it is already September. I don't know if I could grow a mustache in time.
Yeah, you've already got a little one started there.
I just trimmed up a little bit today. I mean, it's not impossible, but I like where your head's at, Chris Hayes. Because our wives, we could do a Mario Kart themed costume here. Who's the? So there's Peach. Who's the other? Damn it! Who's the other princess in Mario Kart? There's like a brown-haired princess. Someone else you will know.
No idea.
M. Parsons, yes, I was Luigi once for Halloween. That costume left very little to the imagination. It was I'm not the tallest person, but that costume, let's just say, yeah.
We're getting Daisy.
I tell you, Jeff, has there been a question that I have asked the chat that Shelly the Turtle has not provided an answer for?
No.
I mean, I could say like who was assassinated to start World War I, and I feel like Shelly the Turtle knows that as well as the other princess,
the Archduke. Yeah.
All right, Wilsey. Now we've gone too far. I'll never stop calling him Will Z either, Jeff. Never.
No.
It's been too long. But yeah, Halloween is always tough. Like I always want to. I overthink it. Like once I went as a John Doe from 7, so I had the orange jumpsuit and I just carried around a box, and we even like printed like my wife did the printing on the back. Oh, that's gone. So exactly the same, and no one knew what the hell I was. That was
nobody asked what was in the box.
No.
Well, this might have been part of the problem that you were paired up with a pickle.
She took all the attention.
That could have
all the eyes went right to the 7-foot tall green pickle that was banging into everything at the Halloween party.
And they're like, "What does this orange guy have to do with a pickle?"
Yeah, what's going on? But anyway, all right. Give me a second here. Let me see if I had anything else on Instagram that was worth talking about. I'm sure there was. Oh, this is one other thing I want to talk about. So I'm going to minimize this for just a second. I want to give a shout out to Michigan Cards and Graphs. I don't know if he's still with us or not, but if you guys remember a couple weeks ago, I talked about recently discovering some Mark Messier cards where he's holding the Stanley Cup. And Michigan Cards and Graphs in our chat told me there were others, because I do this to people, and it's honestly funny when people can do it to me. And so look what we got here. So here are 2 Stadium Club Mark Messiers of him holding up the cup. Let me get this a little bit closer here. This one is the first day issue. The other one is like, I think it's called like the winning team. You had to like mail in wrappers or something to get it. Like, so anyway, these are two of the parallels. I love these cards, Jeff. They did not cost very much, and it's amazing how little. There's like no hockey cards graded anywhere. None of these are at PSA.
Are you going to grade them?
I don't know. They look. I'm just so. I look at them and I smile, Jeff.
Well,
they just make me happy.
I mean, it's great to find out. We've talked about this a lot recently, to find out cards you didn't know existed, and especially if they're of one of your favorite sports moments of all time. This is a great question from Sports Cards Breakdown. Is anyone else wondering what their wife would think and say if you bought a $20,000 card, Chris?
We don't have to think about it, Jeff. We did it, and our wives basically said the same thing. They're like, you better come up with that money. And we did. So
you're selling one.
Yeah. I mean, it's the kind of thing that obviously would have to be discussed in advance, I think. You know, as any healthy relationship, one of the two people can't just throw out 5 figures and expect the other to be like, hey, that's fine.
Our crack research team, led by Shelly, found that the highest Dave Stewart sale on Card Ladder was $600 for a 1991 Desert Shield PSA 10. Just this.
I have long said, Jeff, if someone like Billy Wagner's in the Hall of Fame, Dave Stewart should be in the Hall of Fame.
it's ridiculous. It's
outrageous.
absolutely ridiculous.
So Andrew here, I think you're talking about fingerprints, right? Not my fingernails.
It'd be the pads. The pads.
Yeah, like if the question is, did I burn off my fingerprints?
Yeah.
For the costume. Anything worth doing is worth doing right.
Yeah, that's why Chris is no longer afraid to commit crimes, because it doesn't have any fingerprints.
I also carried around a bunch of those black notebooks with me, those black and white composition notebooks. I put a lot of effort into this, Jeff, and even like friends of ours, like we have a lot of the friends in common who love movies, and they were like, "What is this?" I'm like, "I'm in a jumpsuit. I'm holding a box." I was in handcuffs, by the way, because he was cuffed in the back of the. I'm like, nothing.
You should have had a tape recorder with Brad Pitt saying, "What's in the box?" So you could just play, and then maybe people would get it.
And it was a bummer. I was very disappointed in our friends.
Mike plays in a different sandbox than most of us. Nothing for triple that. Kudos.
Okay. I mean, it is now. I have to. Is your wife a mute? Is she angrily signing? Like,
doesn't say anything. She just gives me some symbols, perhaps. Some symbols. Yeah.
Curator cardboard. No, I'm definitely a 10 guy. All my softball jerseys are 10 for Chipper Jones. I see what I can't use that number. I feel like when you're playing sports, to wear number 7, you've got to be a Mickey Mantle. Like, you have to be a Mantle guy. Otherwise, I don't think you're allowed to wear 7.
Yeah, my favorite childhood player, Dale Swaim, was a 7.
Was he really? Gregory, I think, got to the yeah. Mike Petty said wife number 2. Yeah, sorry. Texas Ranger PC suggested it might have been 3. Oh my God. John, this was going around. Oh man, this was going around Instagram in reference to something of him in the hotel sitting in the chair. I got to rewatch that movie, Jeff. It was legitimately hilarious. I know it's dumb, but God damn it, it was really funny.
It was really funny, and I didn't know what to expect going into it. Yeah, it was just, some of those scenes.
Oh, it's absurd, and it's so like just universally like offensive to everybody.
Yeah, equal opportunity offensive.
Yeah, there you go, Jorge. Right?
Hey, listen to this. Hey, look at this. Chipper's 0 for 6 off Mike.
Wow. Mike was a left-handed thrower, correct? So that means Chipper batting righty? That was like his higher average side. I would be very impressed with that.
0 for 6. We got to dig out some of those at bats. Maybe you can walk us through them, Mike. That would be great.
Yeah. Obviously, I would hang my hat on that. I'd be thrilled. I lead with that at the bar when I'm talking to people.
In fact, when you sign, next time you sign, you should sign the bonds, but sign that as well. That would be
the next time. Yeah, as a Braves fan, I can see if I have a Chipper Jones jersey, you could sign it and be like 0 for 6 versus Mike Bassett.
Next time I see you, and I'll have Huey bring his hat again. You can sign the other side with that. That's pretty amazing.
See how many stats we can get Mike to write on Huey's hat, like Hall of Famers that he faced. I want to know all the numbers, like all around
all the numbers. The whole thing's covered. Jay Marble wants to know if you sign through the mail sports card breakdown. So maybe you can let him know.
All right.
Don't be humble. Just straight up brag on that one.
But it's worth noting the battery makes a good point.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Chasing Majors. Thanks for joining us. How are we doing tonight?
Hey, Chasing Majors.
Oh man. Yeah. My nervous drinking became celebratory drinking, which to be honest, Jeff, is about the same amount of,
it's still get to the bottom of the bottle either way. Yeah. Mike says that's awesome. Mike, he probably remembers too. I'm sure you remember every at bat. Yeah. Well, that's just as all of us who are fans of the game and go to see these games to be able to talk to someone who is in those games. That's incredible.
All right. So Mike, here's the question. Who caught it? Who was your left fielder that snagged it? Was it like a running catch or was it like just right at him? Because in the last two softball seasons I've played with Jeff, the hardest hit ball I've seen Jeff hit, this had to be like 101 off the bat. It was an absolute missile, never got above 8 feet off the ground. And the left fielder caught it and like was pushed back by it. It just happened to be right at him. It was probably the hardest ball our whole team hit all season, and it was an out. And I think Jeff retired on the spot. I think he was done.
That's the thing. That's the thing about this game. You can have the best thing you ever done, and it leads to an out.
Although I'm sorry, Jeff. Actually, it was the next game. I think you had 4 consecutive pop-up singles.
I did. You're right. And it evens out. I remember saying that. Like, yeah.
It was unbelievable. Just like right over second, right over short, right over second. Like,
I think every outfielder picked up a ball that had completely stopped by the time they got to it the next game.
It was amazing. But the game evened out. It is what we like to say. Ryan Church.
All right. There's a callback. So Curator, you ran into to Mike. Yeah. If you get a chance to see him at any games, he's a great guy. And it sounds like, in Cleveland, it's going to be a fun end of the season for you.
Yeah, that should be a lot of atmosphere. DeGrom's probably going to pitch over the weekend. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's been nice to see him be mostly healthy for a season.
Yeah.
Despite I know that the Rangers underachieved of where they were trying to get, but man,
it's hard to achieve when your middle infield misses a third of the season. It's tough. It's really tough.
And a couple big bats you were counting on were not so big.
All right, Joey K. Let's talk about this for a minute. Let's get into this for about 5 or 10 minutes, Jeff, and then we'll move on. But we're going to do a postseason preview episode. We're trying to get a guest star. We'll see how that goes. The problem with the Phillies, and I wouldn't say problem, but I mean the issue with the Phillies is their pitching staff is really good. It's very left-handed and it's very young. They needed Zach Wheeler, Jeff. They really needed Zach Wheeler to be that guy to calm everyone down, to be the ace. Now they're asking Christopher Sanchez to be the ace.
Yeah, I know it seems too obvious to say when you lose a Cy Young front runner, Cy Young candidate anyway, that's the downfall. But like Chris pointed out, it's even a bigger impact on the way this particular team is built. As a Brewer fan, I'm happy about that. And seeing the way the Dodgers bullpen is, I also like my Brewers' chances. So we'll see that Dodgers Phillies, they're lining up for a series. If that happens, that's going to be great.
That's going to be awesome. That 5-game Dodger Phillies series will be like a battle to the death, and whoever survives it is going to hopefully get the Brewers for the NLCS. I feel like that's what happened for the Braves in 2021. The Giants and Dodgers fought to the death for 5 games, and the Dodgers were so exhausted. By the time they came to play the Braves won the first 2 games really quick, and the Dodgers couldn't recover. So hopefully that can happen for you guys.
Yeah, that's the hope. Will is kind of throwing a little cold water on it here. Yes, once the playoffs hit, you don't need to have a deep rotation. That's just the bottom line. So if you're in a situation like the Dodgers where the bullpen is absolute garbage, but you can have some big arms that you can put out there, it's not as much of a detriment as it might be. So yeah, that's pretty much a wild card. The Dodgers are coming into this season. We had all predicted some record-breaking win seasons for the Dodgers, but between injuries and underperformance, especially by that bullpen, they're kind of limping in.
I am right here saying when they announced the Dodgers had signed Tanner Scott, I was furious. Absolutely furious. Like that means that they just signed everyone. They signed like the best starter in Blake Snell. They signed the best international player, and then they signed the best reliever as well. So I mean, it was just like, what the hell? Everyone
he's blown 10 saves. He might not even make the roster.
He has been
the postseason, and he's not been alone. Everybody else they trot out there, but yeah, getting
Ryan's been terrible. Kopech is hurt.
Is big.
Yeah, it's their bullpen is a disaster, but Sasaki looked really good out of the pen yesterday. Kershaw's obviously going right to the pen for the playoffs.
Yep.
So I mean, you feel like they're gonna figure it out, but
their bats are getting hot. Chris Freeman has really gotten back to early season Freeman. Yeah. Ohtani, and Betts is getting hot. So, and even some of the next guys down the line. Pages is getting warmed up again. So yeah, I'm worried about that lineup.
Yeah, SFO. I mean, people said, oh, the Padres gave up so much. They gave up DeVries to get, but like they go for it. Like the Tigers didn't do anything and they're screwed. The Dodgers did nothing. And now we're seeing how this is going to play out. You're right, Jeff. Those bats could completely wake up, or there could be a lot of 7th and 8th inning runs against them. I don't know.
Yeah, that's my hope.
We'll find out. It's going to be fun.
Welcome, BFG. Thanks for joining.
But yeah, I do think that like someone like Ohtani is, I think he's going into the playoffs with a little chip on his shoulder because he didn't have a great World Series. You know, he hurt his shoulder. Man, it's going to be exciting. And yeah, someone said Treinen there, Los Bravos. Yeah, Treinen's been horrible.
Treinen's been horrible. Yeah.
And I have to say, he might not be the best person. Who cares? But I've heard a lot of Dodgers like fans really hating on Treinen. And I feel like that's unacceptable given what he did for them in the playoffs last year. It'd be like a Braves fan hating Tyler Matzik in 2022 because he got hurt. Like, no. Treinen, like 2 1/3 shutout in Game 5 at Yankee Stadium.
Depends what they're hating on him for. I get it.
On the field,
Los Bravos says makes me so happy. But I did want to mention, where did I lose Cubs fan Force comments? Yeah, Cubs Brewers. I think he says the NL is wide open. I've been saying the AL is wide open too. This is coming into the season. I was not expecting this to be such a wide open postseason. I think it's going to be a lot of fun as a baseball fan. It's probably going to be more fun for Chris since he doesn't have a sweating vested interest.
I'm sweating tonight, buddy. Well, I'm not sweating anymore, but I was. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm hoping that the Brewers step up because it is a season that's wide open.
Yes, it's very winnable for the Brewers, especially if the Phillies and Dodgers have to take each other out. One of them has to knock the other one out before they get to you. That's huge. To have to beat both of those teams to get into the World Series would be exhausting. Huge. You only have to beat one of them.
Yes. Yep.
So that's great. And that series, Cubs Padres, the Padres are very top heavy. If that goes 3, Game 1, you're getting. I don't even know. I don't know who their 4th starter is.
I don't either.
For sure, he would shut down the Braves, but that's neither here nor there. So yeah, I mean, I think the Brewers are in an excellent position. Freddie Peralta looks pretty locked in.
Yeah, Freddie looks good. The Woodruff injury, we'll see what happens with him. That he was just starting to round into old Woody form, and that's frustrating for him and the fans. That's
a great Curtis Laskanik reference. We don't get a lot of those, obviously. No. Yeah, the American League. I'm going to tell you guys, I like Seattle more and more every single day. I think if there's a Seattle Yankee ALCS brewing, I just don't see that. I think Toronto's going to choke away that 1 seed in the East.
I mean, why not? The Seattle has the best rotation, and now their bats are all waking up. J-Rod is looking like the Hall of Fame bound player we thought he might be, and of course Raleigh. So I'd love to see Seattle put on a run too. MLB would hate a Seattle-Milwaukee World Series, but that would be awesome.
Those fans deserve it. They absolutely deserve it. I hope we get it. That would be great to see. If we have a Seattle-Toronto ALCS, MLB would just roll their eyes. I mean, they might pay the umpires to throw one of those series to get the Yankees in there, but I'm excited for that. Outside of those 2 teams, I feel like every time I look at Toronto, someone else got hurt. I don't know if Bichette's going to be back. I saw Barrios at the IL today. Scherzer stinks.
Yeah.
Guerrero has been ice cold. Now, these things happen in baseball, but I mean, they need to win these games, and he has been a complete ghost for the last 2 weeks, which is unfortunate.
Yeah. Los Bravo says longtime Cubs fans want a piece of the Padres. Calling back to 84. I'm seeing there.
Now we're talking. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
It's going to be fun though.
Yeah.
So by next week, we this regular season will be done. The playoffs will have started, right? When do wildcard games start?
Oh man, you're right, Jeff. We should have done a playoff preview today, but we don't know who the teams are going to be. It starts Tuesday.
We'll record one. We'll record a short playoff preview.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So Thursday will be the Game 3 of the wild card round. So some series will be over, and a game might be going on. But also, Jeff, next week, I believe, if my calendar is correct,
I know what you're going to say.
We're talking about next week being SSP Thursday.
That's right. It's the second the first Thursday of the month.
Wow. SFO, man, the ghost of Leon Durham. Yeah, look, I feel like the Cubs exercised a lot of those demons.
Yes, they definitely did. Colorado is not the losingest team. They did manage to pass up that barrier.
Yeah, it's a low bar. But
Monday Night Live playoff preview. Well, we'll have to look at
that idea. We'll have to see if Jeff's son's travel baseball team that practices 4 hours a day every 7, 8 days of the week. We'll see.
But it might be singing lessons or musical rehearsal that night. But we'll check it out.
It stinks when you have 2 talented children, Jeff. You would think you get one talented one and one dud. But no.
Is that the hope?
Is that the hope? I don't know. J Marvel, that is absolutely insane. It's also worth noting the Braves lost the game in Colorado 2-1. And that was the day I told Jeff they're not going to make. They're done. They're not making the playoffs. That was back in May.
Didn't they get shut out?
I believe it was 2-1.
Somebody got shut out in Colorado. I thought, what?
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah. And it wasn't even Colorado.
All right. Well, yeah, we've been going for a long time. I don't know how long this auction is going to go. But instead of going to the bathroom, Jeff, I just put a catheter in, so we can see where this goes. But no, I do need to get some chicken chunks in me. And I don't know. This has been this has been pretty steady, so I feel like this is probably where we're going to end. But
I think it's probably going to end there too. You could always put up a final post on your Instagram tomorrow if there's any adjustments.
Oh, hold on. SFO has just been biding his time, waiting in the weeds.
Yeah, we need Mr. Wonderful to come in and get this for his portfolio, Chris.
That guy. Ugh. Anyone here watching Alien Earth or The Pit? Jeff, I'm just going to extend this with some random pop culture conversations.
Neither of those.
Oh, I highly recommend The Pit. We weren't sure what to think of it, but when it won all those Emmy Awards, we're like, we're going to watch it. Obviously, Noah Wiley knows how to play an emergency room doctor.
Imagine that. Not a stretch.
And the episode we watched last night was so emotionally crippling.
Oh boy.
That, we didn't really say much. I was just like, I just told my wife, just put on a Rick and Morty. So it was like as a palate cleanser. I can't go to bed like the way that the episode ended. Like I can't go to bed like this. You have to put on some cartoon of nonsense. Adultus, I really like season 1. We're 2 episodes into season 2, but at this point, we're just gonna wait till a couple release and then we'll try to go kind of binge it. Alien Earth was pretty good, but I just felt like the tone the whole time was like everyone's an idiot and this is all going to go horribly wrong. And what is Timothy Olyphant doing? Those were sort of my general.
I didn't realize he was in it. No wonder you watched it.
Of course. Yeah. Beginning to end. Yeah. He plays a synthetic, like a cyborg type.
Oh, I like that.
A cyborg with very narrow hips. I don't know if that was in the script or not, but
yes, cyborgs future cyborgs have slim hips.
But yeah, Alien Earth was better than I expected, but I didn't love it. But I haven't loved any of these new Alien movies either, Jeff.
Yeah, that's what didn't make me excited for this show, but maybe I'll have to give it a shot.
The thing is, like, after the James Cameron one was awesome, Aliens, but the more we see the full-grown aliens, the more obvious it is it's just a person with a weird helmet. Like, that's it. It's not that scary when you see them. It's scary when you don't see them. At least, I mean,
yes, that was the best part of those early movies, that you didn't see it very much.
There's a particular scene in Alien Earth, they cut away from it real fast, where like the alien is approaching someone and he puts his hand down, and it's so very clearly just like an actor in like a black sleeve, and you can see like the hands, it's just a human hand, and then they just cut away, and I'm like, this is not scary. Like, it's just, I don't know. I have a low tolerance for fear, Jeff. I'm not a big horror fan.
Yeah, but with Oliphant.
Oliphant did a great job. Yeah, I mean, he's fantastic in pretty much everything he does outside of the Santa Clarita Diet, which I didn't love.
Chris Hayes says it wasn't scary the last 3 episodes. 200.
Yeah, we see what happened on the ship. That was scary. The eyeball thing is terrifying. But after a while, it's just like, you know where it's going and just get us there. Like, what are we doing? Like, and it's a prequel, right? It's a prequel to the first movie, Jeff. So you know it can't end with aliens like overrunning Earth.
Interesting. Like, I didn't know it was a prequel. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's still this. It takes place on an island. It has kind of a Jurassic Park feel to it in a lot of ways.
Like that. Jay Marble's making some offers. Hey, I hope you used our eBay link, Jay Marble, which I'll put in here in case anybody's doing some late night irresponsible bidding.
Yeah, Chris Hayes. Yeah, I mean, I wanted more, but also less because it was awful to watch. But also, like, that was those are all the most intense scenes by far. And yeah, this is pretty much exactly. Yeah, I mean, I didn't really feel anything for any of those people, except you knew they were all screwed. It was just a question of exactly how it was going to happen.
How and when. Yeah. That's usually what it is.
They were all stupid in their own. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, if you please, if you're still here with us, please hit that like. And if you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe and notification bell, and then you'll be notified anytime we go live, which maybe we can go live with some sort of preview before the playoffs start or as the playoffs start. So click that link for sure.
Yeah, let's take right before we go, Jeff. Let's take a quick look at the top cards and see if anything has changed.
Let's do it.
All right, and then we'll call it. It looks like the stuff at the very top is the same. 850.
Just gonna ride it all night, I guess. Chris R, thanks for joining. Cool. I'm glad to hear, or sorry to hear, that you're drawn back in for better or worse. We love our SPs and SSPs. So next Thursday, everybody remember to post your SSPs for SSP Thursday on Instagram.
That's right. That is right. Couple questions for Mike if you're still with us. Curator Cardboard wants to know your favorite card to autograph of yours, obviously. And Gregory wants to know if your dad pitched for the Rangers in the 70s or if it's just the same name.
That would be very crazy if it was just the same name, but I believe it was his dad.
All right. Hey, Philippines Collection, thanks for joining us. I think it's the first time I've seen your name in the comments. Thanks for hanging out for a while. Appreciate it. Joey K, what's for breakfast in my house is the same thing for breakfast every day. A bunch of eggs, either Canadian bacon or some chicken and peas. Jeff, what's for breakfast in your house?
I thought it was egg whites and chocolate syrup for you.
Well, that's a nighttime thing, not a breakfast thing.
That's your nighttime.
Your night protein.
Yeah, breakfast for me is just fruit and protein shake.
Oh,
boring, but there you go. Shelly says new record for Topps Black tonight. What is that?
Shelly, which card?
It's got to be an Ohtani.
No, I know there was a Trout Black up on Golden, I think. Oh wow! So pitching is genetic.
Pitch for the Rangers and Twins, 75 through 80. Awesome.
All right, Mike. Genuine question. How do I phrase it, Jeff? What's the home run your dad gave up that was like what players hot? Like, damn, how do I phrase it? Like the career high home run that your dad gave up. Does that make sense?
Like what?
Like Mike gave up 762 or 7. I'm not. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
750.
Like, 756.
Yeah.
So what was the biggest home run your dad gave up?
Yeah, I guess that's a way to phrase it. Like I was trying to. There's too many like apostrophes in there.
Shelly says it's the Curry that's in this premiere, so he meant flagship black Steph Curry.
Okay, all right. I see Will Z was looking at it. That's probably a good indication that it was a card to go after.
Mike says probably 2008 Upper Deck.
Holy hell. Yeah. That's got to be a new high for wow.
Ooh, and it's a 7. Ooh. Doesn't even matter.
It
don't matter on something that rare. Wow, that's crazy.
That's pretty cool, though.
Oh boy, listen to this. Mike's dad faced Hank Aaron sitting on 755 when Hank was on the Brewers.
No way.
That's crazy.
Intentional walk, Mike?
Hey, you had to pitch it back then. You couldn't just hold up the four fingers. You had to pitch it.
Yeah, how did that at bat go? I have questions, Mike. How did that at bat go?
It didn't lead to a home run. That's
all right. So Jeff, there's a card in this auction. I did not know it was in the auction, but I just saw it got a bid on the bottom left, so I clicked on it. I think a lot of my funds might just go right to this. Look at that beauty.
Wow. Look at that factory rough cut on the right.
Yeah.
I love it.
Oh, look at that right peachy edge right there.
Yes.
Oh my God, that is a thing of beauty. Look at the centering on that thing. Oh man, that's an incredible card.
Well, yeah, I'm sure Parsons would be happy to know that.
Who needs a new hip and a new bathroom, right? Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, well, that's fair.
Yeah, he was pretty much at the end when he was on the Brew Crew, and evidently he never hit another home run after your dad shut him down.
Yeah, I mean his bat. Yeah, I know some of the video I've seen. His bat looks a lot like Stanton's bat looks like now. It's like I'm just gonna cheat and hope that I make some contact.
Yeah, just get the bat out there. Yeah, but this isn't going to happen. Maybe for Chris, he'll be going solo for the last 30.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to call this one in a second. SFO, I gotta tell you, buddy, that Messier, the O-Peaches were not scratch offs, only the tops. The O-Peaches didn't have the black foil, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, that was just the tops. Because if you scratched off the name of a tops card, there's no way you're getting a PSA 10. Ooh, yeah, there you go. I mean, yeah.
It just keeps going and going.
It just keeps going. But yeah, Jeff and I cannot. As much as I sort of teased that we would, I just don't think we have it in us. 20 years ago, Jeff, no problem. 10 years ago, maybe.
Yeah, then I wouldn't have to get up early with the kids for school.
Yeah. Well, all right. And anything we wanted to add here?
Yeah, we got the reminder about SSP Thursday next week. Maybe we can do something before it. Chris and I have a couple video ideas in the hopper, so we'll see what we can get done with that. But thanks everybody for supporting the channel and checking out even our older videos.
A postseason preview seems like a good idea. Maybe we do a live for us or even a spitball on live. We'll do something before the playoffs start. We have to. I want to hear what people think. Once all the seating is set.
Tell Scotty B to stop talking bad about Greg Ostertag. We are friends. Greg loves baseball. I will tell him that. Like, Chris, remember when he was talking about his jazz collection and he was giving Greg Ostertag a hard time for his Utah Jazz collection? But
I'm going to be honest. A lot of times when Scott's talking, Jeff, I phase out.
I don't think you're the only one. But
no, I'm just kidding. When it's not baseball related, when you guys start talking about basketball, I go into my own head. I hear Simpsons quotes a lot.
You just think about this card. I get it. I
think about this card. Yeah, that's right. I think about my dog being able to run
free.
I think
there's only 54 seconds left in your auction, and then there'll be another 54 and another
probably another 54.
Yeah.
I see a lot of bids coming in the bottom left.
Yeah.
But
all right, well, enjoy the rest of the night. If anybody wants to watch this, you can go on Fanatics Collect and check it out.
Yeah. And prepare your posts, guys. SSP Thursday is coming up. Jeff and I actually have a new card that we bought that we're excited to show next week. It's one you guys have probably all seen before, but we've never owned it before, so we're excited to have it.
No, and it's pretty good timing for us to own it. It's a fun time to own that card.
Yes, this is a great Simpsons reference. Don't worry about it, Jeff. But yes, exactly.
All right, guys. Well, give your parents a call. Give your pets a hug. give them some surgery if they need it.
But now go to a veterinarian for the
Yeah,
surgeries, please.
Perform some surgery in the garage. I'm sure they'll appreciate that.
Watch a YouTube video.
Yeah. You can learn everything on YouTube and ChatGPT.
Next, we got 2 more weeks of Simpsons questions, so make sure you watch the softball episode if you have not seen it in a while.
Well done, everybody, on the trivia, and we'll see you soon. Next week, maybe before next Thursday even.